Said I found the road
This is what
nowhere, and I'm trying to escape.
Stop it.
I cried out, heaven save me, but I'm down to one last breath.
This is recording, so I'm just going to make that the intro to the show is you singing Creed.
If you're listening to this in the car and you're on your way home,
We'll be in
turn
your
around
house.
because we're in your house.
We're in your house. Welcome to the Horror Junkies Podcast, the podcast where we discuss all things horror. I'm your host, Mike.
I'm Pat,
I'm Dylan.
I'm Jorge.
and we eat snacks here.
Yeah, Mike, we eat snacks.
We eat snacks.
You forgot
here.
about the snacks.
I forgot about snacks.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry.
I came in here and there was an open wrapper of something in front of my seat.
Milano cookies.
Oh,
Pat brought Milano cookies.
Didn't even share.
I didn't eat the
Yeah,
snack, but I
There was only 4.
He didn't offer a single one.
And guess how many of
There was
them?
only
4,
four,
and there's 4 of us.
there were only 4. I ate one.
There was only 4.
I ate one sleeve and then I said, "Well, only one sleeve left."
Oh, Patrick, you fat ass.
I know.
You son of a bitch.
Well, we're back. It's been a while. We had some technical difficulties 2 weeks ago, and then we released this episode from 2 weeks ago last week. Found out today that around 1 hour and 30 minutes, the show just cuts off. Thanks for
Does
Fry
it?
Guy.
Oh my
Fry
God,
Gay
does
for
it?
pointing it out to us. Yep, just cuts out. Have no idea why.
That
I was
tells
like,
you, ladies
this
and-
episode is cursed.
Dude,
that
just
tells
wasn't
you,
meant
ladies
to
and
be.
gentlemen, that we do not listen to our own podcast.
No, that's not the thing, because when I did the whole editing, there was the intro music, the whole show, and I put the outro music on there as well.
Wait.
And then I combined it all and then uploaded it.
So is it just on Spotify? Because we have a lot of problems with Spotify, but like all
No,
the other
it's on
platforms?
all of them. I checked.
Does it? Let me ask you something. Does it conveniently cut out on my brilliant
No.
expose
We get to
on
like
the plot
we
of
get no, we get to like the scoring and it just cuts off.
Oh, good. So my point is still made. That's
no,
all I care
it's
about.
there. It's
I
all-
actually no. For real, I had people twittering at me about
Twitter at me.
twittering.
Twittering.
Tweeting.
That's how you do it.
What
You
are
Twittering.
what am I, Joe Hollywood? Like the twitterings or tweets at me. Like no, I had someone Twitter at me about my opinion about
Still said
fucking.
I still know what you did last summer.
Yeah.
Did they tell you it was bad?
No, I mean, well, you know,
Yeah, it was bad.
I could find it somewhere.
I don't remember what they said, but it wasn't great.
I'm not saying they were against me, but
I'm not. I mean, you know, a lot of undecided people here. Our fans are divided.
But I'm gonna fix it and I'll upload it that again with our this week's show tomorrow as well. That way they can finish it because
You
it's
know
like
what we should
literally like the
do?
last part of the show that they didn't get.
oh
You know what
my
we
God,
should
that's the most
do?
important part.
We should on Instagram. We should if we have an opinion that we like have a bet on. Like if one of us is right, one of us should spend a whole Instagram video campaigning why they're right, and another person will do it, and then we'll do a poll after both videos, and we'll let the people decide.
I like it.
That's actually a good idea.
Democracy. I like it.
Yes.
All right, let the people speak.
Horror Junkies Podcast for the people by the people.
Yes.
Morgan to Morgan.
Morgan and Morgan.
Oh God, we have to pay them now.
Morgan and John Morgan and Morgan.
You will hear from us.
You will through.
Morgan and Morgan
No,
and Morgan and
It's
the
not
other
as good
Morgan.
as Bogan Muns and Muns.
No, that's another one. Goddamn. All right,
Morgan and
George,
Morgan and
shut
Dexter
up!
Morgan.
George,
You're gonna get us sued.
you're paying for all the legal fees, George.
I don't got no money.
All right. Well, we're back.
He uses
Like we said.
Pandora. He can't pay for legal fees.
Jesus.
It's not even my Pandora. It's somebody else's Pandora.
Jesus.
George, you bought
Hey,
someone's Pandora account?
Hey, it's better than nothing, all right? YouTube
Jesus
sucks ass.
Christ.
He takes my Netflix, my Hulu. What else you got in mind, George?
Damn.
George needs FEMA.
You canceled Shudder, so I don't have
canceled
Shudder
Shudder,
anymore.
so he doesn't have Shudder.
I can't watch spooky movies anymore. You canceled Shudder.
I may have to re-amp
We
Shudder
never cancel
because-
Shudder.
My friend Eddie
We're
canceled the
still sponsored.
WWE Network. I have nothing.
Just get VRV and then get the premium subscription that has Shudder on it.
Yeah.
That
We
way you
never-
get anime
we-
and
I don't watch that stuff.
you don't watch anime?
No.
Yes, you do.
I
You
watch
watch
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
That's it. That's
it.
not an anime.
It's not.
No, that's the best thing ever created.
All
Just
right.
that's it. That's
We're
what it is.
not even going to go there.
Oh, don't
we're
get
not
me
even-
fucking started.
I will say, though, tomorrow when you're listening to this, if you have
if it
Shudder,
works.
if it works, if you have Shudder, Mandy will be on Shudder
Hey,
tomorrow.
Mike,
No,
Pay for
it
Shudder.
won't.
Yes, it will.
Pay for Shudder.
Oh fuck yeah, bro!
Anyone need an account?
I'm gonna get fucking ripped, and I'm gonna watch that movie.
Bro,
George told me to do it, so I'm gonna
dude,
do it.
yes.
Anyone need an account?
We'll
Yes.
talk later.
$5.
Oh,
$5.
shit.
I got links. $5.
Yeah,
a piece.
Shudder.com. The promo code is Seymour Butts.
No, I think we still have that promo code working.
Someone do it and try it.
Am I allowed to
What?
use my own promo code?
I think it's just if you
I
go
did.
there and you do the promo code and you type in Horror Junkies, it should give you a full month free. It
What?
should. I don't know if it's still effective.
Can you make your own promo code?
No, I had to talk to a guy and get that
Oh,
made.
so I couldn't make it Seymour Butts.
No, I
and
wish.
I couldn't make you go. And the promo code is Seymour Butts, and I'm in the back like, ha
I have one, good sir.
I don't have to disclose that I'm using my own promo code, right? Because yeah, boy, broke.
How many more promo codes can we get for George?
If y'all got free promo codes, let me know.
I think I got a list of
That
people
should-
who do it.
That should be a Patreon tier.
Uber Eats discounts, let me know. Let your boy know.
Oh god, that should be a
Jesus.
Patreon tier.
Free delivery.
We buy Pat a pizza and we get Shudder for George.
I can't wait.
Or you can give me Spotify.
We're still
That'd
waiting
be
for someone to just feel like the need to donate the $20 to give us a pizza party.
Please
If
do
that
it.
ever happens,
Dude, we
I
can
will
literally
fucking
FaceTime him the
die.
whole time.
Well, we got a fun show. We got two good movies that Patrick picked from the 90s. We got Candyman, and we got Urban Legend.
And you know what?
Ew.
I want to thank you. I want to thank Pat.
You want to take a moment to thank Patrick?
Pat, will you look me in the eyes?
Of course.
Please.
Of
Pat
course
gets
I
a pat
fucking
on the
will.
back.
All right, listen.
All right.
You know I love themes.
Yeah. That's why I picked
And-
these two.
And I totally forgot. I didn't even think about it until I started watching Candyman after I watched Urban Legend. I went, oh, there's a theme.
Dude, I did the exact same thing.
There's a theme within our theme.
There's
Literally-
a theme.
As soon as Candyman started, I was like, oh my God, did Patrick do this on purpose?
That's what I
Did
said.
Patrick put thought into something?
Hey, sometimes
Patrick does not like planning.
He sometimes he comes out and just gives you a little surprise.
Let's break it down here, all
He
right?
doesn't like systematic
This
order.
would never be a thing if me and Mike never ran into each other at a fucking comic book shop and I said, hey, let's do a horror-based podcast.
That's true. We were outside Epic Comics.
So y'all wouldn't be here.
He does make some good points there. I don't know what
I'm a
points he's
smart
trying
boy.
to make, but he's making some points.
I'm a smart.
He doesn't always
I'm
make
a smart
point.
boy. I'm a smart boy.
He doesn't always make a point, but when he makes a point,
No,
you
I
know he
just
makes a
tumble
point.
through things and it just happens.
Thanks, George. Thanks, George. He doesn't make a point, but when he makes one, shoo, he makes one.
I'm just letting y'all know. Pat points.
So we're gonna have a
Pat
pretty
points.
fun.
Can I tell you what I had for a snack while I watched Urban
yes,
Legend today?
Please.
Because it wasn't even a snack; it was a meal.
No, God.
Had
Wait,
a
can
meal
you,
as I
wait,
watched
wait,
mine,
wait. Can you
too.
think about this first?
Wait.
What's something that think of something like, okay, if a listener right now was like, what's something that Southerners just casually eat in their spare time?
Boiled peanuts.
No, but
Damn.
good. It's like a meal, not a snack.
It's a meal. Okay.
It can be a meal. Boiled
Brussels
peanuts can be a
sprouts.
meal, but it's also a snack.
Human being.
No,
That's
Edamame.
fried chicken.
no.
God damn it. I don't know, man. What is a meal?
I
That,
had a bowl of shrimp and grits while I was
Oh.
watching.
what a weird meal.
While I was watching Urban Legends, I could have literally been just pulled up here and been like, so typical Florida day, I had me a bowl of shrimp and grits.
So what you're saying is you
pulled
got
up
off
a
work.
seat on my alligator and started watching Urban Legends.
This man got off work and grabbed him a snack on his way
everyone
home.
listening would have been like, yep, that sounds about right. I've read this in the news about Floridians. Their furniture.
Florida man.
Their furniture is actually sometimes live alligators.
That's like that picture of the was it a raccoon or a turtle riding an alligator?
No, it's a raccoon riding an alligator.
And it's like that's the most Florida picture ever. Like
It's up
Ride,
there.
my trusty stallion, ride.
Yes, it is very up there. A trash panda riding a swamp lizard.
Did I tell you guys about my encounter with a trash panda?
When?
The other
He posted
night.
a picture of it.
Oh,
I
was
posted
that
a
with the
picture
tree?
That was my friend.
in the tree. His name was Bartholomew. I tried to feed
I
him
hate
bread.
you.
He growled at me. I threw the bread at him and ran.
Dude, there's a
Did you hit him with the bread though?
there's a
No.
there's a raccoon that eats my brother's cat's food because they're outside cats, and
Does it scoop it?
yes, and I'll tell you what,
Adorable.
this thing like
It has
P90
thumbs.
this thing like P90X's across the street in the woods. It's so huge. And I'm just like, oh, dude, one of your throw pillows is on the front door. Oh, where's a fucking raccoon? Like, it's so huge. And it's just
I love
like-
fat raccoons.
And his cat just sits there and it's like, if you wanted to share, it's technically mine, but you can have all you want. Just leave a little for me.
Just leave me a little nibble.
I like that the cat sounds like sophisticated, like high class society.
Well, he's not going to get his paws dirty fighting that goddamn mongrel. Are you kidding me?
Bro, definitely every cat in the world thinks it's way higher class than everybody
Yeah,
else.
it's-
Any cat owner knows that you don't own the cat, the cat owns you.
It owns you.
That
Like,
I
no
swear to
joke.
God, that raccoon was like an extra in that movie Belly with like DMX and Nas. He was like an extra, like in the nightclub scene. He was
God
straight
damn it.
yoked up, just like.
Jesus.
Moving
So
on.
this podcast is about raccoons. All right, let's get on to some fucking horror news with
yeah,
the world
please.
of Patrick. What's going on inside your brain, Pat?
Have you seen the movie Cam?
No.
No.
I
Cam?
know about it.
Kim?
Cam.
Cam.
It's a new Netflix movie.
C-A-M. Cam.
No, I've seen it there. I just haven't done anything with it. I haven't watched it.
So I just watched it.
Oh.
How
pretty
was it,
good.
Pat?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it. It's like an episode of Black Mirrors, but the duo writer and director are working on another lead female horror movie.
I'm reading the plot and it's fucking
For Netflix.
trippy. So if you don't know,
Well, now you
And
know.
now you do.
and now you do, the story
welcome.
is about the cam girl who's replaced on her live show by a well-identical imposter.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really
What
good.
a twist.
The sequel's going to be about cam girls getting reported to the IRS.
Oh my
my
god, dude. I saw that shit.
I mean,
Quick! Premium Snapchats! IRS! Audit them! I have no meaning in life.
sex workers are real workers. Uncle Sam goes, we'll see about that. And then they're like, no, wait. I mean, I support it. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's like one lonely guy who was like,
Who got rejected?
who got rejected, and it was like, you know what? IRS audit links. Here you go, guys. Do
wouldn't
your
send-
work.
You won't send me pictures of your boobs for free? Well, I'm going to report you. What an asshole.
Hello, 911. She's selling nudes. Okay. What's wrong with that?
That's unclaimed income. She's not putting it on her W-4.
The cop was like, okay, nerd. We'll
She
get right on it.
She blocked me when I called her names after she said no to me. Oh, it's because you're a fucking loser. All right.
Yeah, dude. That was that's pretty funny.
Yeah, but, I mean, what's so important about this movie, though, Patrick, that you brought up this article? What's
Oh,
happening?
you guys need to see it.
Well, I mean, there's more
Yeah.
to the article.
This is the news, Patrick.
There's a sequel.
Yes.
You
Okay.
can't elaborate what the sequel.
I shouldn't
No,
have,
I don't know how they're gonna make a sequel out of this.
shouldn't have let him smoke my weed for the show.
It's gonna be another
There's another
female-led
movie.
horror movie.
Hold on. There's another movie. Yes.
So why'd you bring it up? It's good.
I already
Why'd
said
you bring it up?
I already said
No,
what
it's good.
the news
It's
was.
good. It's
What?
good.
I already said that the director and writer are working on a new movie.
You
Oh,
never
okay.
said that.
Yeah,
I
I've
don't
already
remember hearing you say that.
because you guys were talking over me.
It's like Pat being like, "Have you had that double chalupa at Taco Bell? Yeah, what about it? That's all right. But it's news. What?
News.
Oh god,
Wow,
that was
whatever.
funny. But yeah, there's a sequel. I didn't hear you say that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Here,
I
Pat,
love
have
you.
some more weed.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Oh God.
Y'all the ones fucking up. I'm straight.
Patrick's like, you guys been gone
That's
for
what
2
the-
weeks.
that's
I've
what-
been waiting.
That's
Yeah.
what the weed wants you to think.
For those of you who are big fans of Alien Isolation, apparently Alien Blackout is set to appear at this year's Game Awards.
Mike, what's that?
What is what?
The Game Awards.
It's
What's
an award.
the hype behind Alien Blackout?
The hype is that, worlds will change.
What is going on?
You didn't hear Pat? No. He was like, like what? And Pat goes, "Video game awards."
Oh, God.
This show is gonna go down.
Yeah, we're
toilet
done.
real quick.
I have the power.
So pretty much like it's just the video. They're just coming out with leaks of their new video game.
Yeah.
It's coming. I'm
That
guessing
image looks like a Nine Inch Nails album cover.
it does. It just
I'm into it.
I would get it. I would get that on a t-shirt.
and it's saying worlds will change on December 6th, which is the date of the video game awards. So if you were a fan of Alien Isolation, which I was, Dylan, you were as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I played the demo.
That game. Let me tell you what. Did you watch any of like how they made it?
No.
And like how they went into like the video vault of that movie and pulled sounds after sounds out of the actual movie.
Oh yeah, those
And
sounds were
every sound in that game is from the original movie. So
That's
they
pretty
didn't,
sick.
they didn't create anything on their own.
Yeah.
It was all from that. And I tell you, dude, it's such a perfect. I just love the way the 70s thought the future was going to look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. And I just thought that they just nailed it. And it's such a graphically impressive game.
And it's like it's got a bad rep for whatever reason. People don't like it.
I think people did what I did, and they left their Kinects on. And the
Well, the
alien
thing is
kept
that's
hearing
a
you
setting you have
breathing.
to turn on. So whenever you were in your settings, you must have turned it on accidentally.
No, I think I did it on purpose.
Or
And then down the road, I forgot, like, wow, like, this thing really can pick up every
Yeah,
noise.
because I did the same thing when I had my PS4 camera. I turned on so the thing is it catches motion and voice. So the whole point of the game is like it's like the first movie. You have no weapons except for like a flamethrower
And like a flashlight, right?
and a flashlight and
How much you want to bet?
I think it's like some stun grenades. I want to say
Yeah, I don't think you get. I don't.
you don't get a lot of weapons.
I don't think you get a pulse rifle or anything because they didn't.
No.
They didn't put those until Aliens. I
You
think.
don't do any damage to the xenomorph. Like you only scare it. You can only do distractions. Like it's like the first movie. Like you literally have to track with the sensor that looks just like the movie where it's at and hide from it.
I'm very shocked they haven't done a PSVR port for Isolation.
Oh my god, that would be the
I'm
scariest
very-
fucking thing ever.
Because I mean, they just came out. Oh, it's not out yet, but the Borderlands 2 VR comes out, and I was like, I can't believe they're not doing more games like that. And Alien Isolation
Would be
because they did
perfect.
it for Resident Evil 7.
Yep.
So it's like, why? That's
I want to say they didn't do so much with it just because of the not huge hype the game really had.
yeah.
Like I picked the game up not when it first came out, but like a year or two after the fact and played it and really enjoyed it. So I feel it's like they're like we don't want to sink money into something that may not actually be that profitable.
And if
Yeah.
you
But
guys-
I agree
if-
with you because Alien Isolation as a VR game would be fucking terrifying.
And if
It
you
would-
guys
it
want to
really
watch,
would be
Thank you.
scary.
if you guys want to watch Mike play,
Oh yeah,
Alien
there's
Isolation,
you don't have to
it's
watch.
all on YouTube.
There's a whole bunch of me videos of
Really?
me playing Isolation on our YouTube.
You can't hear
channel.
him, but he's
Ooh.
playing it.
No, I usually don't talk in my streaming videos.
Yeah.
I kind of just play the video game and let you guys be aware of what's going on, and I'll communicate via the
Mike
comment.
is like a Japanese wrestling crowd.
Yeah.
Just really
very
quiet,
polite.
and then something cool happens. You hear. They don't even. They're
promise
not standing up, jumping up, and cheering, spilling the beer, going "fuck yeah!"
Maybe if I had a microphone, I'd do like live stream with my voice, but you would hear just a lot of oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
That's what we want to hear, baby.
Dude, that's what happens when I play, dude. I'm fucking screaming.
Yeah, Alien
Shit's
Isolation
scary.
used to scare the fuck out of me, but
I
I'm
should-
looking forward to this new game. Hopefully, we get some like trailers, sneak peeks of it,
Right.
and I will pre-order
At the
the
Game
fuck
Awards.
out of it.
maybe I'll because I still saved my Kinect. Maybe I'll hook that bitch up.
Bro, do it.
But good news, Mike.
What?
I think I've made a huge life decision,
Yes,
and I think when the next series of consoles come out,
PS5.
I'm just gonna buy a PS5 off the bat.
Yep. Welcome to the dark side.
Because I'll tell you what, I'm so sick and goddamn tired of not being able to play Spider-Man and not being able to play God of War.
I try not
I'm
to.
so
I
goddamn
literally try
tired
not to
of
think
it.
about it.
Dude, I'm so fucking over it.
Yep.
I'm over it.
And to talk about how like the Black Friday deals, like you could have got a PS4 Pro 1 terabyte with Spider-Man for $200.
no, that's no.
It
it's-
wasn't the
it's-
Pro.
it's
It
a
wasn't the
Slim.
Pro. It was the Slim.
That's
That's
the
right.
only thing that kept me from getting it because I have the 4K TV. But I mean,
I mean, you
how
can
much
do
of a-
you
how
can do
much of a
4K with
difference?
you can do 4K with
It's upscaling.
It's just a cable change. And that's it.
Huh?
For 4K, yeah. I went to Sony, like the Sony store, and I was
a
like,
regular
I
guy?
have a PS4.
He
There's
went
a
to
Sony store?
Like there's a
There's like one in every city.
yeah.
Just
I don't
one.
remember where I was, but like we were looking at 4K televisions, and I asked him, I was like, listen, I have a PS4. If I get a 4K, how do I get that? He's like, it's just an update and a different cable. He's like, but they have the capabilities. That's what the Sony salesman told me.
Well, I mean now I'm just gonna get the PS4 Pro anyway because now that the sale's over, it's only $100 difference.
Yeah.
I would definitely get the Pro. Over
Oh yeah,
everything
because
else.
I mean, like the
Yeah.
5 is gonna come out in years.
I just hope they could switch out a game in the bundle. Actually, it's a digital. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Nope,
Yeah.
not anymore.
Yeah.
I give it like a year or two
You used to be able to like pick a hard copy off
What,
the
for
shelf,
what?
but no,
for the new
it's all
consoles
digital
to come
now.
out.
I'm thinking so, especially because PS4 has said they're not going to E3 this year.
Yeah.
Well, why they have their own Sony show?
That's what I think. You have to pay to get into those things, I bet. And I'm assuming like they have their own show, so why the fuck go to E3?
E3 is gonna be obsolete here pretty soon.
I think so too.
they're just gonna because like
They're just gonna do what Nintendo
Apple
does.
has
Their
their-
Nintendo Directs. They
Apple
just, like,
has
do it
their
every
own
once in a while.
conferences, Nintendo has their own conferences, Sony has their own
Microsoft
conferences,
has their own conferences.
Microsoft does too. They have the video game awards.
Nah, E3's too
I
hype.
mean, but if
For the video game world, E3
But if everyone's
is
dropping,
just, like,
if
really
the big
important.
things are dropping out, dude.
yeah,
The thing is, like, the thing with E3 is, like, not only do you get all the press conferences at the beginning of the weekend, but then the whole weekend you get to hit the show floor and hit, like, sneak previews and stuff like that of the
True.
games that they just announced.
Well, they do that at all the
like,
other
it's
conferences.
it's a really big business convention. It's not going to go away.
I don't think. I mean,
We're
I don't
getting
know.
really
No Cowboy
Yeah.
Bebop news, right?
Nope.
Wait, what? What?
I'll allow it just because this conversation happened, Patrick.
What conversation happened?
This nerd. I told him we couldn't do the Bebop news.
Wait, there's Bebop news.
Oh, they're making. Oh,
All right, here it comes.
Netflix.
As we're in the nerdum, we're sweaty. What is that podcast called?
Hairy but sweaty.
Hairy but sweaty is happening right now. So just enjoy this.
Netflix has announced that they are doing a Cowboy Bebop live-action series.
Oh,
I just can't
I
wait
don't
to
know
see
if
a
that's a
live-action
happy
Corgi.
one. He's close. Like
It's good news. It's
Oh,
good
he's
news.
happy. He's
Good
happy.
news. Everyone's happy.
I think my
So
eyes
it-
are
Hey, you
watering.
want to know what else happened?
Dylan's crying
I think
over
my
here.
eyes are
Hey,
watering.
you like anime?
The Evangelion
Yes.
thing?
In
Evangelion?
spring of
Evangelion.
in spring of 2019,
Evangelion.
we will get Neon
Jelly
Gen-
Bean.
I hate you all.
All right, let Patrick speak.
Spring of 2019, we will get Neon Genesis Evangelion Season 1, the full run on Netflix. For all those people that want to get into old anime, please do it. It drags, but fucking just watch it.
I don't watch-
It's
have
wild.
to say,
I don't watch a lot of
wild.
anime, but I have watched Evangelion.
It's my favorite.
It's tight.
sir, you have spoke a foreign language to me, and I have no idea.
You never heard of Neon Genesis
Nope.
Evangelion?
It's great.
No.
And I don't even like anime that much, but it's great.
You'll like it. It's deep.
Is it?
It's really deep.
I'll check it out.
It's wild.
Is it?
Emotionally
Does
deep.
it wobble your butts?
It makes me cry every time.
My butt wobbles no matter what.
good,
so.
good, good.
Wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble.
But enough of that.
Oh,
Enough of that.
George, George can wobble. Let me tell you how much fun we had 2 weeks ago.
Oh God,
No,
we
I
were not
don't
going
want-
into that.
George can wobble like
I
a
don't-
motherfucker.
I bet he can.
More game news.
More. There's so many video game news.
well, look, we haven't been together for 2 weeks.
And I have more video game news after
Oh
that.
my God.
Look, let the show run. Everyone loves us.
All right. Who wants this? Who wants Resident Evil 2?
I'll do it.
All right, Dylan.
New Resident Evil 2 remake leaks reveal expanded gameplay.
Ooh. So
Okay.
okay,
right.
okay. So apparently someone's leaked some stuff for the remake of Resident Evil 2.
Remaster.
Has the same design flow as the original, but slight variations. Those now include a switch to Ada. You get to play as Ada now. The gameplay has been tweaked to offer more challenge, and when you play as Sherry, she'll have further expanded gameplay. Excuse me, that was not in the original game. Huh. This is also another reason for you to. Oh, never mind. It's for Xbox. Just kidding.
Yeah, they have it on Xbox too. But I mean, I always feel like I betray
Ooh, this looks
Resident
good.
Evil when I don't play it on PlayStation.
Yeah, you
like
do.
if a DualShock's not in my hand when I'm playing Resident Evil, I just feel weird.
Yeah, you should. You should.
But,
Yeah, but-
Yeah, but you should.
It's
From
not-
the
it's not
stills,
better-
man, this game's gonna be.
Dude, Resident Evil 2 for its time was already scary, but now remastered with today's graphics and like how they can do the lighting so well.
Dude, I'm all aboard for remasters.
Yeah.
I am too, man.
Spookiness.
Spiral's been fun.
I haven't played it yet,
Yeah, I
I've been
got it.
playing it at
but
the
I've
house.
watched videos, and I just wants to send me back to my childhood.
Yeah.
But yeah, Resident Evil 2. I mean, that's coming out. God, when's that coming out? That's coming out soon. Next January 25th, 2019. So if you haven't pre-ordered it, what are you
Pre-order
doing?
it.
Pre-order that shit.
You'll get
Alright.
some.
I watched
fun little things.
them. They were playing the part in Resident Evil 2 in the remaster where I guess they introduced the lickers,
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
and it looks really good.
I can only imagine what the
It's gonna be
enhanced
spooky.
graphics. It's going to be terrifying.
Especially
Yeah,
with how
I can't
scary
wait.
Resident Evil games are now. Like, if they just implement that.
Well,
in
1,
the
2,
remaster,
3, 4 not so scary, 5 not so scary, 6 not so scary, 7 really going back to that scare factor.
Biohazard, yeah.
Yeah,
4 was scary. I like 4.
4 was more action.
4 was still pretty scary.
It was
5,
scary,
5
but
got rid of the scary and just went more like
and
action.
same with 6.
Yeah.
6
Yeah,
they went
6.
very
6 was a
actiony. And
garbage
that's what,
fire.
yeah.
We won't even
I
talk
agree.
about fucking Raccoon City, whatever that
Yeah.
fucking game
Yeah.
was.
No.
Oh god. But one more
Just
video
shoot
game news.
everything.
I think everybody knows how much we love the movie Mandy because it was fucking awesome.
What movie?
Mandy.
You ever heard of it?
No.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Should
fucking
watch
movie.
it.
Cage Rage. Anyway, we are getting an 8-bit version of a Mandy game by Spanish creator Abel Alves.
I thought he said Guillermo del Toro. I was going to be like,
Now,
what is
I guess
up?
I guess a couple months ago he made a Game of Thrones 8-bit game.
Did he?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Neither have I. But apparently he's really big on it, and it looks sick. And there's going to be a secret Cheddar Goblin level.
That makes me.
Yep, it's going to be a bonus. And there's a still of it, and you actually play it in a TV. So there will be some Cheddar Goblins and some.
Does it have like an expected release date?
I'm
sure it's gonna take a while.
No, it just says he just tweeted out "work in progress" and tagged the director Panos Cosmatos and Elijah Wood, and that was on November 17th.
Well, the cool thing about Elijah Wood is he owns his own video
Yeah.
game company.
does he?
Yeah.
Mhm. He's making that one other scary game. Forgot what
It's
it's
called Transference.
Transparent. I don't remember.
It's something with a T, and
Yeah.
it's a VR game, and it looks fucking
I
terrifying.
don't know, but if you love old school gaming, going back to the Nintendo Electronic System, the NES, going to the original Zelda,
nerd.
it will be fucking tight.
Yeah, I can't wait. 8-bit games.
I tried to watch Beyond the Black Rainbow.
Oh Lord,
I'm gonna watch it.
I couldn't do it.
it's something.
It's so much.
Do you want to do this bit of news?
Have any of you guys seen the movie it's referring to?
No.
I have.
Okay, so I'll
I've
do
heard
it.
of it.
You do it, but I'll do the bit.
Pat, it's your segment.
Okay, do your it's your segment.
What is up with Guillermo del Toro?
What is
Mike?
up? Well, apparently Guillermo del Toro is producing.
Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo, you gotta do it American as fuck.
Ghirardelli del Shore.
All right, Del Toro is producing Terrified. Okay,
Terrified?
remake for Fox.
What is
Okay,
it?
Terrified is an Argentinian horror movie that deals with ghosts and weird like dimensions.
Okay.
Actually, me and my wife watched this
wife.
not too long ago on Shudder, or I think it was Shudder.
Yeah, you should pay for Shudder
Sponsored
again.
by Shudder.
Well, yeah, it was Shudder. Great movie, really fucking weird.
All right.
It deals with like ghosts and like
It's a foreign film, right?
It's an Argentinian film, so it's
Ooh.
it's in Argentinian.
Yeah.
So there are subtitles.
Cool.
Boo! I'm just kidding.
Lord.
Apparently, the director is going to be directing the remake, which I'm okay with. I'm not mad here.
No, I was waiting to see what you were gonna say.
No, since the original director is working on this movie and he wants to make an English remake, I'm totally cool with that. The guy who made the movie is involved with the project. That's totally fine with me.
Don't do it, Dylan.
No, I'm agreeing with them.
Yeah. Why are you laughing, Patrick?
I thought he was trying to pull something out of you.
Oh no!
So did I. I was like, oh god, here we go.
Once I no.
Not yet.
So now all those the thought
I'll
that
tell you
was,
right now, this movie has one of the best fucking opening scenes that will fuck you up.
Is it
Fuck
still
yeah.
on Shutter?
It may be. It's a Shudder. It's a Shudder original. I want
Oh,
to
then
say.
it has to be.
So
Hey, do you guys want to sponsor our show so we can get Shudder back?
Anybody got $5
but no,
for me?
watch this because, like I said, the
Yeah.
the intro to this movie is fucking terrifying.
I'll the title.
Hence the name. I mean, this is what it's actually
It's
called.
terrified.
Yeah, Shutter should sponsor us. I'll do the commercial for us. Use the promo code and you can watch Exorcist 3 all you want.
But it's a good movie, and I'm stoked. I mean, Del Toro and him being on a team together is gonna be fucking wild. So
Anything involving Del Toro, I'm all about.
he's making a fucking Pinocchio animated film for Netflix.
And I can't
Whoa.
wait.
Ugh.
Noses.
That man, he got that Oscar, and his fucking world just went to overdrive.
Everyone's
Yeah.
so stoked on The Lion King trailer.
Bro,
I
it
was.
badass.
But I think, I think I'm more stoked on the Dumbo movie, to be quite frank.
I'm actually kind of stoked for Toy Story 4.
Oh yeah, there's that too. And Wreck-It Ralph just came out.
Yeah.
And I
Breaks
just
the
watched
internet.
I just watched Incredibles 2 last night.
I still haven't
What
seen
is
that yet.
wrong with us?
Oh my god.
We're just
Bro.
watching Pixar movies left and right.
We left for Thanksgiving and came back. I don't even know who we are.
Look,
No.
no, I'm telling you.
This
we,
is a Disney Channel
We
now.
watch so many horror movies. We have to have
I'm ruined.
We have to
It
have
doesn't
something.
leave me.
Yeah,
Bro,
and that's
that-
coming from me.
Yeah. it's-
That new Christmas special on Netflix with Kurt Russell?
Is it good?
Badass. So
Oh,
was it?
dude.
So good.
I saw it and I was like,
I'm just
"Yeah."
saying.
I was like, where's Tim Allen?
I was like, why am I attracted to Santa Claus?
It's because it's Kurt Russell with his
With
fucking
his fucking
magnificent
flowy
hair
ass fucking hair.
and his big ass beard. Because you know he grew that fucking thing out.
Dude, Jack Burton stopped driving trucks and now he's fucking Santa Claus.
All
fucking
right.
movie.
One final
yeah.
news article, but it ties into what we're talking about on today's show.
Which we haven't even told him.
What?
Well, yeah, I got into the tangent about how I appreciated his themes, and then we didn't even say what the show was.
No, we did too. I did.
I
don't think we did.
Do the fucking news. God damn it. Holy shit.
you want me to
yelling
say,
again.
I'll say it. Go for it, Dylan. All right, cool.
I gave you to go and then make it to and then
Jor-
segue it to the show.
Jordan Peele's Candyman confirmed and set for a 2020 release.
Now, I
far
have
away.
a problem with this title.
What?
Because he's producing it. The director is actually Nina DaCosta. So technically, it's her movie, not Jordan Peele's.
Well,
He's
the
producing
screenplay
it.
is Peele's.
She's directing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like
just saying.
it's like when J.J.
Yeah, but
Abrams
that-
attaches his name to something.
Yeah,
but
but
she's an actual
becomes him.
she's a well-known director.
Yeah.
I feel like
But what makes the big bucks?
I feel
Jordan
like,
Peele's the mainstream guy.
I feel like once the money starts rolling in, then she's gonna get more spotlight.
Yeah.
But I think as of right now, to build
Where she's done.
hype, they're gonna use Jordan Peele's name.
That's a good.
Yeah, it's just like anytime
Yep.
Steven Spielberg produces a movie and doesn't do shit.
Yeah.
It's like produced
From
by
the
Steven-
mind of Steven Spielberg.
I
oh,
just
that's
get a
all that
little
matters.
I get a little upset because she
Yeah, of
deserves
course.
the credit.
Of
Of
course.
she's the one that's directing it.
What does she direct?
She's directed, let's see, nothing. This will be her debut. Oh, just kidding. She directed a short in 2013 called Night and Day and a movie in 2018 called Little Woods.
I'm guessing Jordan
right.
Peele has seen those, and
Probably.
I'm guessing he
Well,
had to have picked her.
What's really cool, though, is that Candyman, an iconic black serial killer,
Yeah.
is being remade with a black producer and a black director.
Yes.
A woman black director, excuse me.
What a great world we live in now.
That's fucking awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm into it. I think,
I'm totally into it.
and I think that a lot of the back themes to Candyman as well, I don't think a white director could handle or do.
I mean, I will say that in the 1992 version, they did handle some things very well.
Yeah.
The director that filmed the original.
Well, fuck it. Let's get into it then.
Hold on.
But
The
honestly-
the release of the new film will be June 12th, 2020. It's got a fucking slated release date
Summer
already.
release. Let's go, baby.
yeah, that's crazy. I wonder how big of a thing they're gonna do for it.
I hope Tony Todd comes back.
Me too.
That would be
I would,
sick.
That would be
I would be
sick.
so free. Like, for a remake too, I'd be like, fine, go ahead.
Actually, I can think of a couple of
New one, new people.
actors who could do it. Yeah.
Who? Ooh, I like this game.
Okay.
Morgan Freeman.
Jesus.
He's too old.
God, he was the villain in something recently. I can't remember what
Do you remember the
his
movie
name
was
is.
called?
I know
What?
he was in Boardwalk Empire. He was in something
The
else. but I
stepdad
just-
jokes need to
Maybe
stop.
I think he was in Luke Cage season 1.
Oh God, this is
Yeah.
too hard.
I know it's insane, but maybe if you want to keep the show going, I'll find.
Chance
Michael
the Rapper.
Kenneth Williams.
Chance the Rapper.
Him?
No,
Okay. Well,
no.
Hannibal
the
Buress.
search continues. I can't. There's too many. people.
Hannibal.
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 No, I agree with you. There's definitely probably some really good black
Yo.
actors out there that would definitely the guy who played in Moonlight and he just played in the Green Book. He has a very hard
he would
name
be
to
great.
pronounce.
He would be
He'd
great,
fantastic.
but I don't think he would do a Candyman movie.
What about
No.
that guy?
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, I was about to say Michael B. Jordan.
No.
no,
he's
he's a
great.
good actor.
He's a great actor. I just
He wouldn't do it. I wouldn't be believable.
I wouldn't see nothing but Michael B. Jordan.
That's all we want to see. Just
That's true.
Michael B. Jordan.
Eric LeRae Harvey.
What is he in? Oh, yeah.
That'd be good.
Eric LaRae Harvey would be fucking
Creepy.
excellent.
He would
Yeah.
be really good as Candyman. I like that.
Yeah, he was in Boardwalk Empire. He was in Twister.
What?
Yeah. He was in. What did I see him in recently? Oh, he was in Godless, which was really fucking good. Luke Cage.
Yeah. He was.
He was in Wolfenstein. He was a voiceover in the Wolfenstein game. That's cool. Yeah, he's awesome, man. And I think that he would be a really good. Like, he's got a real sinister way about some of the characters that he does. So, if you're listening, Eric,
if you're listening,
I'm rooting for you, man.
All right, so let's get into it. Let's start with Candyman. Perfect segue. Released October 16th, 1992. Keeping up with our slasher theme overall. What are you guys' first thoughts?
This movie was badass.
Yeah, it was good.
I liked it. It's like I was telling Pat earlier, dude. If the sound, I feel like if the score wasn't what it was, the movie would have lost feeling, and I wouldn't have liked it as much.
It
Dude,
had the best intro.
At the start of that intro, I said, "Who the fuck wrote this? Philip Glass?" And then it said, "Music by Philip Glass."
Yes.
I went, "Oh shit!" Because I don't know if y'all the first season of South Park where they have the non-denominational Christmas play.
Yeah.
Where it was supposed to be like no religions involved.
Yeah.
And the music was done by Philip Glass, and he was like off at the side like playing piano. And it was just,
Yeah.
happy, 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 everybody happy, And I was like, this sounds like it just it threw me off so fucking bad, dude. And I was like, oh, it's Philip Glass, makes total sense.
If you have never
Loved it.
seen Candyman, why?
I mean,
Yeah.
Because they just took it
It's
off
just one of
Netflix
those
again.
movies. No, it actually was on Hulu, not Netflix.
Was-
it
wait.
was on both.
Was
did
it?
you watch it on Hulu?
No, I watched it on a website.
Oh, I did too.
No,
I tried to get I Googled it for Hulu and it said Candyman Hulu and I was like, okay, I have Hulu.
Listen,
logged
man.
in, it says go to the app. And it was like Candyman 3. I was like, no, I will not watch
I'm
Candyman
getting-
No, they were
3.
literally on Netflix like a month ago.
I'm getting so tired of having to sit through fucking
Oh God.
sex video game ads to like get to this goddamn movie.
Well, do what I do.
Literally,
What
Dylan texts us and goes, listen, I'm just trying to watch Urban Legends.
Oh, what's the name of the game? I got
Cunt
it right here.
Wars.
Cunt Wars. Yes.
An ad for a game that someone developed
Yeah.
called Cunt Whores.
Cunt
and then
Wars,
I
yeah.
love it even more.
You could choose,
even more
You could choose your side. You could either choose
the woman's side, which is
Slutty
called
hole.
Slutty Hole.
or the orc side, and it's pronounced Azeroth.
As
I like it.
It's like
Bro.
oh, it's not Azeroth, it's Azeroth.
Azeroth.
Okay,
It's-
just think
like
about it
get-
for a second.
It's
Like,
like,
as
getting
annoying,
a Louis Vuitton bag. Like it's a knockoff Louis.
like
bag.
as annoying as those ads are, it's somebody's fucking job to come up
Someone
with these
made
fucking
that thing.
really shitty advertisement signs to bring people in. They're like, you know, that fucking real fucking sweaty guy trying to get Candyman for free. Well, I'm gonna lure him in with sex.
Yeah, it's either that or a woman.
Yeah, because the same guy that wants to jerk off to those type of games is watching Candyman.
no, he's
Apparently.
he's right. He's totally right. He's 100%
Someone has
right.
that's someone's job. Oh, honey, how was fucking work? Oh, dude, I made some great ass big animated titties for this ad website.
Oh, Pornhub flash games.
God.
Like, okay, no.
It-
It's worse.
And it makes you feel shitty as a person.
It's
one,
wor-
you're stealing.
You're not stealing. You didn't steal it. It's on the internet.
Someone
Whatever.
else stole it. I'm just reaping
Look,
the benefits.
I can't wait.
What makes it worse is that I have it plugged into my 65-inch TV in a soundbar, so it's blaring, and this like Japanese animated girl's like shaking her ass to like rock music, like Sammy Hagar rock music, and I'm like, Temptations of the Digital Flesh.
When you had to
Oh,
hook up
God.
to your Bluetooth
And then-
speaker and your roommates are like judging you silently, I'm like, oh fuck.
My neighbor just hears,
And they're like, oh yeah, he's into that shit.
Well,
And
you
then-
guys should do what I do.
What's
What do
that?
you do?
I go on YouTube and I just buy it. Rent it for $2.
I'll
For
sit
3
through some.
smackaroons.
I'll sit through some video game twerking to get the free movie.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Anyways,
much.
No,
So
sometimes I'm lazy and I'm like Microsoft Store rent.
yeah, I do that too. So Candyman is a murderous soul with a hook for a hand and is accidentally summoned to reality by a skeptic I would like to take the word accidentally out of there because they definitely did it on purpose.
What?
By a skeptic grad student researching
Oh.
the monster's myth.
I think they did it, but weren't.
They
Aware.
didn't
Expecting it to
believe in
happen.
it. They didn't believe in it. and because that's like a recurring thing. You don't believe in me, so I have to prove myself.
Even if you're doing it jokingly, it's really not accidental.
So Candyman's just like extremely insecure. Is what you're telling me.
Yes.
I'll show you I'm real. Come with me and let me make out with you with a mouthful of bees.
Yes.
We'll talk about that too. That's a crazy scene.
I love how the beginning scene they're doing the urban myth telling, and the one girl like in her reimagining is like the young high school girl who has the steady straight laced boyfriend, but then
That's not his
badass 42-year-old Billy comes to fucking hang out.
And
hey, she's babysitting. Like,
and that's
can't wait to grope up a high schooler. Like,
and that's Ted Sam Raimi's brother.
Is it?
Yeah.
And he got spooked
was he
in his hair
40
turned
when
white.
he filmed that movie?
Probably. He's like
because
45.
I was like, why is she like 17? This dude's like 38.
Because that probably was the case.
Probably was.
Because he was a bad boy.
Yeah.
Why the good girl? As soon as that fucking scene happened, I was like, yes,
bad guys. I had this question for a real long time. And it's just Billy.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go see if the Candyman's in the mirror.
Oh man! And Candyman comes and he fucking hooks that girl because she just decided to be like,
It's a very hollow floor.
Yeah,
Candyman.
she gets
The blood
she
hits
gets-
the thing and drips right through the ceiling.
yeah. Oh man.
Hey man, it's the early '90s, man. They don't
Do
really got
you guys
good
like
construction.
though? I don't know if you guys like pointed this two together. Candyman, hook arm. A couple years later, 4 years to be matter of fact, we get I Know What You Did Last Summer with a guy with a hook weapon as well.
Candyman's much cooler.
Candyman is so much cooler. I like the way he talks.
You don't? Or
Dude,
you
I
do?
do.
The
I do.
really,
yeah.
the
Bro.
really poetic.
Very poetic because he was brought up in a high
not
society.
not nursery rhymish.
No,
No.
he's
Poetic.
whispering.
Although he does use
I've seen you and I'm coming for you.
Yes.
So sick.
It's very terrifying.
Yeah, and he's just
Yeah.
like, give yourself to me.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's so badass.
It's exactly how I hit on women.
yes,
And I just whisper to them, "I am coming for you." And
that's terrifying.
it works. Never.
Oh, okay.
But I'm waiting.
I'm waiting. Someone's gonna find
Someone's
it cool.
gonna appreciate me. A ghoul.
So what are you guys' first thoughts? I mean, like I haven't seen this movie in fucking forever. Like,
Yeah.
like
It's
it
been a
was like
while.
it's been years. Like I didn't even remember this. I just knew it was a guy covered in bees with a hook arm. That's all I remembered of this movie. So it was like watching it for the
Very
first time again.
gross. Like how fresh his wound with the hook hand remains.
Yes.
and the screws and everything is so sick.
Yeah.
All the close-ups that they had for that was like, that's a really
that looked like it
meaty,
fucking
gushy,
Yeah, gushy's the word.
gushy.
But I think it adds on to the
Gross.
one. I think it adds on to the tragedy of the character.
Yes.
Yes.
And,
definitely.
The creepiness, like the scene where he pops his hand out of the mirror and he's waving it around.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was pretty effective, even though it was kind of like a jump scare, whatever.
Mhm.
It's a really
But
big
it's a good
meaty
one.
hand, too.
I like it. The part that really got me is when she says it, Candyman 5 times in the mirror, and it's later on that night, and it's just focusing in on that the medicine cabinet window glass,
Yeah.
and it's zooming out, and you're so waiting for a jump scare to happen, and it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Until like the husband comes in and jumps on her.
Oh, and the the whole time you're just like, oh my god,
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, Candyman's not in the movie terribly all that much. I
No.
feel like.
No, they
But
did
it's
the,
really effective when he is.
They did the whole Jaws thing. Reveal your what he looks like towards the end.
I mean, he was revealed more so towards
It was like 40
the end
minutes
with
in.
the car garage.
Yeah,
like
and
40
the movie-
minutes in.
And the movie's like what? An hour and 20 minutes long.
It's not very long.
Yeah, it's not a long movie.
No, it's like an hour 40.
It is 99 minutes.
Damn.
Told you.
But I like it kind of connects
You
to
want a
urban
fucking
legends.
cookie?
Like we go to a
Yes.
class and the guy is talking about urban legends. Like
Yeah.
Helen walks into her husband, who's a professor, and he's talking about all these different mythos and all these things. and
Yeah,
blah,
he's
blah,
giving the googly eyes.
Do they
Yeah.
teach? Do they teach urban legends in college?
blah.
You go to college, don't you, Mike?
I'm sure there are some literature courses, and
I mean-
they probably definitely talk
I
about
don't
folklore.
Think, I don't think they teach that here.
I took a contemporary literature class, and it was like, I mean, you kind of touch on it for
I mean,
one
if you-
class, but you don't
you
go
take
in depth into it.
I mean,
that sentence
not
makes me want to
philosophy,
put you in a
but
trash
mythology.
can.
I mean, mythology is folklore,
Nerd.
legends, and things like that. I mean, Is there like an urban legend like course?
I'm sure some
No.
colleges have it.
I mean,
Because
maybe.
it made it seem like her husband and the colleagues all
Like, that's what they're
like, they were like master degrees
They're
in
probably
urban
like
legends.
they're probably anthropologists, and
Some humanity shit.
they probably study legends of the world
I love-
type of thing and how they kind of exist in like the social classes within the communities that they develop and how they discuss their like problems in the world, and they make up these legends to like blame a problem on that legend.
I mean, because they had the dinner scene, and
Yes.
like there was that fucking
The long-haired guy?
professor. I could dude,
Captain Smartass over there.
Captain
Yeah,
Smartass.
for real.
Just
Did
like,
you read my article 10 years
but
ago?
he's-
I
yeah.
covered it.
Didn't you read my article 10 years
Oh, you're
ago?
gonna best me? Well, do you
About-
even know about
you
the
should-
Candyman?
Perhaps I could bring over some literature to your house and watch you two have sex and eat a turkey leg in the corner. I could read you my latest findings on the Candyman. Like you stuck up.
That's literally what he sounds like too.
Yeah.
Literally.
You stuck up Ben Franklin looking ass motherfucker.
And in that scene, we are revealed that the origins of Candyman.
Yes. Do you want to know something? Speaking of those origins, there was in fact a Candyman killer in real life.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
Did he
Who is
stab
different
people
to the fictional Candyman, of course, but Dean Corrill was a serial killer in Houston, Texas,
He's a little more scary.
who sexually assaulted and murdered numerous boys from 1970 to 1973, and he would lure children into his home using candy from his family's factory. What the fuck?
His family owned a
A candy factory.
Yeah.
So there goes
way more creepier.
Candyman. He had two teenage accomplices who actually helped lure the young boys, but when Dean plotted to kill one of them, they shot and killed him. So that's cool. Not really. I mean, the people who were working with him
That's
killed
cool.
him. So I mean, I guess it kind of like they probably like, well, we did the world a justice, so we're not that bad.
You can still kidnap kids.
You still help kidnap kids.
You were still an accomplice, you motherfucker.
Yeah, but that's just weird that
Yeah.
they odd turn of events. He wasn't even captured; they just killed him. But yeah, that's real origins.
Wait a
And then-
minute. So real quick.
Yeah,
What's his real origins in the
They
movie?
said
Yeah.
they said that they spread Candyman's ashes.
on Cornaby Green, at Cornaby Green.
That's
Yeah.
where the
Where they did it when he first died back in the day, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
So this was, I guess, in like Chicago, Illinois.
Yes,
Yeah, it was in Chicago.
it was in
Okay.
Chicago.
Yeah, because I was really confused. I was like, did they spread his ashes like while it was a project?
No, I'm assuming that the Cornaby Green. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah,
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's what it's been called forever.
Yeah.
and they
Because
just
like
kept
even
it,
when they
yeah.
said that, I was like, what?
Some of my favorite scenes were just it all took place in the project. Like when she was like in the old, I guess the building, like the old apartment, like investigating Candyman.
Uh-huh.
Did she find like a bunch of like Christmas wrappings or whatever?
She found candy.
It was candy.
Oh, it was candy.
With
and,
razor
like,
blades.
Razor blades wrapped in them.
Yeah.
So, like
I
on
feel like
Halloween.
that's almost an homage to this fucking guy.
Yeah,
Like, hey, he had candy, and that's how you got the
I
children.
just see someone being like, "Well, for the projects, well, our candy's razor blades." Just like,
Oh my
damn,
God.
that's tough. Jesus Christ.
I like how like she in the building, she notices her building. She takes the medicine cabinet out. She just sees the other apartment's medicine cabinet and can push it, and you can see into the other
yeah.
That's weird.
Well, actually,
building. What were you gonna
well,
say?
going on that, so the director Bernard Rose like had the idea, but upon doing research for the film, actually found out that there were actually murders committed that way.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was like an
That's
idea he had, but when he was actually researching that concept, I guess he stumbled upon like actual killings that happened.
I mean, I guess
because
it
of
does.
that.
You know, cheap
Makes
building
sense.
contractors like,
Yeah.
hey man, instead of building like an actual thick wall here, we're just gonna cut a hole and put two medicine cabinets together, and they'll never know.
See, what we don't have money for is two holes for two separate medicine cabinets. We're just
Exactly.
gonna put them into one.
But
It's
I
fine.
did like the fact that like they go to the Carnaby Green building complex, and it's the same layout as her apartment, and she just takes the fucking medicine cabinet off. No disregard or no regard for the dead woman that has been killed in this place.
Yeah.
Well,
No respect for that lady.
Well, it's because she found out that her condo was supposed to be a project.
Yeah.
And then they just put plaster over the walls and then changed a few things and made them luxury condos.
Yeah.
So the same people that build Cornby Green is the same people that built her condos.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, if it's in mine, then it's
Gotta be in
there
theirs.
too.
Yeah.
No, I know. I like how they explain it because if they didn't, you'd be like, huh?
What?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it was
I love the bathroom scene.
Yeah.
Where the little kid takes him and tells the story, and he says something. He go when he's talking. I guess the little boy got his thing cut off. And put
I
in the
think so.
toilet.
Oh yeah, the little boy got his pecker
Yeah,
call.
because the little boy,
cut off.
the other little boy said, "Can't fix that. Better off dead." I said, "You goddamn right." Holy shit. Good.
Yeah,
Fuck that. And then the
Why
fake,
was there poop on the walls?
Yeah, there's poop and shit all over the walls that wrote letters that spelled shit out. And then the fake
spelled shit
Candyman
out.
came in.
the fake
Was like,
Candyman.
heard you looking for Candyman, bitch.
And like bopped her in the eye.
Bopped her in the eye.
He didn't
And
even
then-
hook her. He
Yeah,
just
he
hits her.
hit her upside the head with a hook.
And then there's all the people in the lineup, and they're like, all right, say the line. The guy steps forward, and he's just like, heard you looking for Candyman, bitch. It's just 5 people had to step forward and say, heard you're looking for Candyman, bitch. I want that
scene is
tattooed
so
on the back
weird.
of my shoulders. Just for across my back, heard you looking for Candyman, bitch.
Jesus.
But that's the cool part about this movie. It's like it kind of like that's the kind of first time you see of the image of Candyman.
Yeah, because
in
he's
the movie.
dressed
Yeah.
almost identical to the actual legend of
How did he
Candyman.
know?
He probably didn't. Just sure that he just threw on a nice brown trench coat, winter coat.
Well, the legend is that he just wears I guess they just say that he has a hook hand and he's covered in bees or some shit, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like this slasher a lot though.
I do. I mean, I'm
It's
pretty.
the first slasher, at least next to like Jason Ford. It's kind of like you feel sympathy for him because
Oh
of his
yeah,
origins.
definitely. Because like
He's a tragic character.
he was raised up. He was a fine person. He was painting with like great will. Like he knew how
Yeah.
to capture people's true emotions. He fell in love with a girl, and he was killed for it.
Yeah. Why they put a hook on his hand? Who knows?
They didn't.
What?
I think the hook came after the fact. They don't.
No.
They
No,
don't.
they hook
like,
his hand.
They like dragged him
They-
away and
they
like
did the
chopped
hook
his hand off.
and then the bees.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
They
chopped
cut-
it. They
I don't
chopped
know,
his hand
man.
off.
Maybe
left
like
him
you
for
know
dead.
what? He needs a hook.
No, what they did is they chopped his hand off and then they like smashed a bunch of beehives and covered him in it.
They
and
covered
the
him in
bees,
honey
Yeah, and the
so the
basically
bees
the
would
bees
come.
basically came and like stung him to death.
Hence all the bees, which
Hence
is a cool
all the bees.
concept.
Yeah,
Never
but
been
I
done
thought they
before.
put the hook on his hand too.
They might have put the hook on his hand.
I don't
beforehand.
recall them ever talking about the hook.
Yeah.
I do.
Kind of seems redundant
I'm
that
pretty
they
sure,
would cut a
yeah.
man's hand off, then to put a weapon on it. Because I mean, like, he could
I don't
then
know.
use that weapon on you. Technically,
White people stupid.
well, I mean, you're not wrong. You
Yeah.
are not wrong. This movie proves why people are stupid. So my main problem with Helen, she's dumb.
Why?
She gets
Why is she
okay.
dumb, Mike?
So she's investigating, the urban legend of Candyman, and that's cool. And she's wants to know, like, I want to know why the people of this community use what's happening to them in life to use what happens in life expressing Candyman and all that
Right.
stuff. Cool. She gets attacked in the bathroom later
Yeah.
on in the movie, and then she keeps going back, and then it's kind of like your friend warned you.
Yeah.
Your friend who knows more about this, who's not as privileged as you are because you're a white lady and she's a black lady, is being like, this is no joke. Like, you're going into a place, one, dressed like a cop.
Well, the thing is, it's kind of like after that scene, it doesn't seem like she's going after it again, but she gets dragged into it after she sees Candyman for the first time.
Yeah.
In the parking lot.
I don't know, man. I think that'd be enough for me to be like, I don't want to fuck with this anymore.
Yeah, but I think at that point,
I think it
because
was too late.
It was already too late. She was because after she
I mean,
after she gets hypnotized by Candyman,
In the garage, yes.
we quickly get into the scene of her being in
Anne Marie's house.
in Anne Marie's house, and she
Covered
wakes
in
up
blood.
covered in blood, and hearing her scream.
They cut the head off the dog.
Yeah.
God damn
But
it.
did she do
and I think
it, or
that,
did
that
Candyman
scene,
do it?
Oh, okay.
I love that scene for not alone just a horror movie, but a movie in general, because it's like kind of emotional.
Oh, yeah. It's super
Because you
raw.
already seen that, like her whole goal, Anne Marie, I think her name was.
Yeah,
Like her whole goal in the movie is kind of like keep that baby safe, and you hear her screaming like bloody Mary.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of emotional.
She went nuts.
Oh,
Yeah.
you live next door to where Candyman did his killing. Like,
And a lot of people
Come on.
argue about that scene of the main character picking up the butcher's knife. But I mean, like, what would you do in that situation when you're
well,
walking
yeah, you're
in?
covered in
Yeah,
blood.
when
and
you're
your
covered
man
in
just
blood.
got kidnapped. Like, of
Yeah.
course you're gonna grab a
Well,
fucking
no,
weapon.
she doesn't even know she's been kidnapped. She has no
She just wakes up
idea
there. Yeah.
what the fuck's happened. For like, remember, like she later on asked what time is he, and they go, it's 3 a.m. So like, it was daytime when she was in the parking garage.
Yeah.
So she has a huge chunk of time missing. So she wakes up covered in blood in a place she's not familiar with at first.
Yeah.
Until
I
she
mean, she
opens
was
the
there
door.
earlier, but yeah.
But I mean, like in the
But yeah.
bathroom, you're not going to be familiar where you're
Bathroom's
at.
a bathroom.
And then plus, I'm pretty sure she's more concerned about the blood on her. And
Yeah, exactly.
Then waking,
She's
like opening the door and seeing the dog
She's like
dead.
checking herself, like, am I bleeding?
Yeah.
To find, Anne-Marie literally fucking losing it because the baby's gone. At first, I thought the baby was killed.
I thought the baby was
Yeah.
killed too. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they smothered blood all over the
Yeah.
crib and shit, and you're like, oh my fucking god, they
and
did
just
the thing.
Just the way she was screaming, it was like very
so, I
horrifying.
mean, it makes sense why she picks up the butcher's
Yeah.
cleaver because, like, all right, Anne-Marie's freaking out. There's a dead dog. You're covered in blood. You need to arm yourself.
And you
What
don't
the
know what
fuck
just
is
happened.
going on?
And then now you're getting attacked.
And then you start getting attacked. I mean, like, you defend yourself, and it's self-perseverance. It's your natural instinct.
But it fucks her over.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
But to rewind on that scene, let's talk about the reveal of Candyman as well, because that was a very effective scene too. The garage scene.
yes. He's
Because
just
I like
walking.
the fact like he is kind of like a romantic figure, and she kind of gets hypnotized by him.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of furthers the theory, and later on in the movie where they reveal that she might be a rebirth of the girl that he fell in love with back in the day.
Oh.
That's kind of what that was too.
Yeah, because, I mean, like,
'Cause he's-
spoiler, in
yeah.
the end, Trevor, her husband,
Hella or whatever.
Helen, her name's Helen. Her
Helen.
husband's name is Trevor. She dies at the end of the movie.
Yeah,
But he says her name in the mirror 5 times and she appears.
yeah.
and
So it's kind of like,
fucks him up.
Yeah.
A cheating bastard.
Yeah, we all knew he was cheating from the start.
oh, fuck
Oh, yeah.
From the googly eyes in
From
the auditorium
first
at the
fucking,
college.
Like,
But even
Professors
she
are-
called him out on it. She's like, "What the fuck was that about?" Like,
yeah.
She's like, what was that look for?
He's
College
like, "Oh,
professors
she's
are
in love
known
with me."
pervs.
So I have a really interesting question that I want to bring up, and I want to know what
Go.
you guys think about it. So, was Candyman actually there doing the killings, or was she just seeing things and
So-
like using him as a way to like convince herself that she wasn't doing anything wrong?
So
Nah,
that's kind of
I-
interesting because like the movie does play off on that.
A lot of psychology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, was she just seeing things and like doing these things, but blaming it on what she thought Candyman was, or was Candyman actually there in a supernatural state and just disappearing, and basically like setting her up for disaster?
I'd say option 2, honestly.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously.
What, supernatural. Like
But,
he was actually
yeah.
doing the killing.
But I have a feeling
Yeah.
the movie was trying to execute that for like that was your thought throughout the movie.
Yes.
Like,
'Cause why- 'cause
is
why-
she
'cause
doing?
why
Is she
would
doing this?
What would she gain from taking the baby out on her own and putting it in the apartment next door and then coming back and then cutting the dog's head off and throwing
Yeah.
blood all over the place and then waking up?
Well, she doesn't know because she blacked out.
Yeah, but
The
like,
thing is, like, when you black out, you can still do things,
things,
whether
yeah.
you like realize it or not.
So
So,
are
like,
you
maybe
saying-
she
are
was
you
doing these
saying
things
Candyman was making her do it?
subconsciously.
No, I think what George is trying to say is that here's a woman who is writing a thesis on the the urban legend of Candyman,
right.
who has gotten so deep into her research that one, she believes
Like
it.
the
She
obsession
starts
kind of
to
took
believe
over,
it,
yeah.
and it kind of she and
then
herself
she just accepts-
Personify, yeah.
Candyman.
I don't think she got into it too deep because like the guy asked, "Have you read my piece that came out 10 years ago?"
And
like,
she
But
doesn't
I
even-
think
but she doesn't even
that's
know the origins
before-
of
yeah,
where
I
he
think she
came
doesn't
from.
even know the origins of them. She's fascinated with the stories and how
Still
the
get
urban
lost, man.
legends.
But at that point,
I like
nothing's
that.
really happened. It's not till she like goes to what is it, the green, whatever the how it's called.
Oh, can it be green? I
Yeah,
think?
Candyman Green goes through the medicine cabinet, and then once she goes through that final like hole in the wall where there's like the mural of his like face and like
Yeah.
there's the mouth, it's just like I feel like that's where like it turns, but it's not like a super obvious turn.
Well, I mean,
And like I
that-
think that's where like the switch flips, and like now she's like on a different like
How do
connection
you-
level with the Candyman.
then how do you? I mean, how would you explain her friend getting murdered while she was laying down in the kitchen.
Well,
she
here's
wasn't
the
passed
thing.
out.
Here's the thing, though. Keeping up with what George is saying, they're gonna make you perceive that she's not the killer. Candyman is.
But we don't know what happened.
Well, we don't know really what's happening.
Can I make the suggestion?
And like they even say when he's like talking to the doctor, he's like, "Yeah, you've been knocked out for 3 months." So she's like losing.
She's losing
like
chunks
a lot of
on
chunks of
time.
memory. So like
she could have killed Bernadette near. Yeah, no.
God
she could have
damn
killed Bernadette. I almost did it fucking again.
You almost did it.
She could have killed her friend and then been on the ground covered in blood. Like,
yeah.
She wasn't actually bleeding. You know what I mean? Like, he hooked her, but she wasn't bleeding from her neck.
I mean,
and then she's holding a knife, not a hook. And I don't know. I like George's train of thought. Though. I think the same way.
Then why was she trying to save the baby?
Dude, to cover it all up. Not to cover it up, but I mean, maybe she comes out of her psychosis and realizes that what she's done.
I think like I think like at the end when she saves the baby, I think she came. So like when that scene happens, when like he's fully given himself to her and like they exchange the kiss of bees, which is really fucking weird, and there's bees everywhere. I think she realizes that like there's like no hope for her. Like she's basically like gone at this point, and she doesn't want to drag another life with her, so she does whatever she can to save the baby.
Well, this is the fun thing about fucking movies. Look what we're doing.
I know. See what we're doing?
But I'm also gonna.
And that's the thing. I think Pat's right on like Candyman did all this because he wanted to have, like, basically his wife back. And
yeah,
chose
I
her.
think she was a reincarnation of that.
Well,
because she looks at that when she looks at the painting of towards the end.
At
of
the
movie,
end, she sees herself on the side, which she didn't notice before.
And he doesn't straight up kill her. He wants her to like be with him, pretty much.
Yeah, but also
be my victim.
I mean, just
kind of lures her into like a romantic type.
Yeah, the whole thing was
add on to what you're saying real quick. You know, in the movie, these are quotes. He is, I am the writing on the wall, the whisper in the classroom. Without these things, I am nothing. So relating to like, if you don't believe in me, I am nothing. But if you believe in me, the whole point of urban legends. Like if no one talks about them, they're just gonna go away.
She keeps the fear alive, and that's why
exactly.
He says that too. He's like, you are what's keeping like the legacy alive.
Yeah, and then
like now you and me will like. Whatever,
it's digging deep.
And when further on, he goes, "Your death will be a tale to frighten children, to make lovers cling closer in their rapture. Come with me and be immortal." And as he's doing that, he's holding his hook on the back of her head.
Yeah.
So like, I like George's thought. Where like. She is, in the sense, Candyman. I think she's the one doing these killings. I don't think it's a supernatural
But it's
being.
just a theory.
So,
it's almost like
hold on.
It's almost like him guiding her and like basically like her convincing herself,
for her to
but
become
also like
the
the goodness in her trying to fight that, which is why she's so in denial. But at the end, she realizes it is what she is now, and there's no going back.
But her
so spare the baby.
Her murders don't help perpetuate the story of Candyman.
They do too.
They keep the fear going.
Because
the whole time,
in that area, they think that the Candyman is doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the same time, the whole time after the killings happen and she's in denial, she's like, no, it's the Candyman.
It's the Candyman. She's reinforcing that it's the Candyman doing it.
But no one believes it.
No, but
the people that live there do.
The people that live there do.
The people that
not the cops.
So it doesn't matter if everyone believes it. It just matters.
It matters. Projects. This group of people. Their whole life is built around this legend of the Candyman that comes and kills children.
Yeah.
That they believe in that. That's why Sweets to the Sweet is everywhere. Like, there's Candyman references throughout that building.
So it's not...
That's a William Shakespeare.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so it doesn't
reference.
matter if anyone else believes it. It's just the projects.
No.
I mean, no. I mean, of course it matters to other people because there are other people that believe in the legend.
Okay.
But focusing on this movie, it's more so the people that live there because that's what the whole point of the movie is. She's researching this area,
right?
For why they believe this legend.
Because I'm still not convinced that we're trying to cannonball into the shallow end of a pool here, and I'm still gonna go with I don't think Candyman's that deep, but
it can be.
But it's fun to think about.
It's pretty deep, man.
I mean,
there's a lot
as far as having that be like it's a whole psychological thriller.
Why not?
With super. I mean, I just don't. I watched it
think
today.
that-
I
but
don't see it.
And that's the beauty of movies. You can watch it.
Right?
That's true.
There's
Any way
there's
you
always
want.
two ways you can take it.
Definitely.
You can think,
But it
I
also-
still know what you did is a great movie,
but-
and you can think it sucks.
But to add on to that theory, that's why he freaks out when he's in the fire pit and the whole neighborhood's watching it burn because they said Candyman's in there.
Yeah.
Right? So they're burning it down. So the fear of him will go away because they think he's dead.
He'll be nothing, and therefore his legend will.
Which is why he was freaking out and all that shit.
But like, okay,
because he couldn't just disappear.
So you're saying that he was using her
to keep the fear going.
As a conduit to commit these murders.
Yes, because he literally says,
but then who did the
without
first
these
murder?
things, I am nothing.
Okay.
So without people writing it on the wall and whispering it in classrooms, he would be nothing. And that's true for all urban legends. If no one talks about it, they're nothing.
If no one's retelling the story, the legend dies.
So killing Bernadette serves that purpose. How? Because it's not done. It's not done in the commons. It's done in her apartment. So how does that work for the other section?
And also,
part of her transition.
There's also was a first death in that complex that brought them over there.
Well, yeah, but that's before her.
So it was done by Candyman then.
I'm not saying that Candyman can't.
This is the fun part about this movie.
I'm not saying that Candyman couldn't have done it himself. Yeah. I'm just saying that it was him using her, influencing her in order
to do out
these
things.
To do out these things to keep it alive while also like basically romanticizing
but the little boy though, the one dude went into the bathroom and didn't see anyone else in there but that mangled up kid. So if no one came out of the bathroom, that kid didn't do that to himself.
Well, I think the point is that those things are happening
before
Helen.
Prior Helen.
So the scope of the thing is like I said, he's like, yeah, Candyman could possibly be doing things himself. We're not denying that. We're just denying that when it comes to Helen, we think that he's using her as a conduit to perpetuate the fear of Candyman.
That bathroom story though was very horrifying too.
No, yeah, it was terrible.
That kid screaming.
It's a really cool theory, and I was thinking about like, could it be that it's all in her head and it's just her acting out these things? Because if no one else can see him, like in the room when she's meeting with the doctor and he kills the doctor and she's tied down, but then people come in and it's like,
well, let's see if they expand more on this on the remake. Because this is the thing now with horror movies nowadays. It's kind of like
2 and 3, isn't there?
What?
There's a Candyman 2 and 3.
The sequels really
but the sequels don't relate to like Helen's storyline at all.
No, there's one character that makes an appearance in the third movie, I believe, and it was the professor that wrote the story.
Okay, so there's a tie in there,
but that's it.
There's always that one small.
I don't know. I think it's a good perception. I think it's a good way to think about it.
Who knew that the horror junkies could get deep?
Yeah, I mean.
Either way
you look at it, be it that you think it's just Candyman doing all these ruthless killings, or you think that it's Helen being acting as a conduit through Candyman.
Tell us in the comments.
They're both really cool.
I don't think there's a right or wrong in there.
No, I don't.
It could be both.
And if you watch this movie,
I don't think it could be both.
I mean, technically it could.
I mean,
oh man,
let
us know in the comments below.
No, but seriously, I mean, what were we gonna say?
Huh?
What were we gonna say?
Yeah, you can go.
No, I don't think it's got me baffled because I don't see how her being in the hospital and being in the jail benefits him at all.
It's not to benefit him. Of course, in real life, she's gonna get caught by cops.
Well,
those are variables you can't control.
It all seems like a
so she loses everything in real life and gives up. Because she does give up when she does go to him.
Yeah, she gives up everything to become immortal.
Because she has nothing anymore. Her husband's gone.
So that was Candyman's doing by taking
away everything.
Yeah.
So if he took away everything, she had nothing left. Then she has no point in fighting the fact that he's going to be with her for eternity.
Why would he use her to do that? Because if he's supernatural and he couldn't be caught,
she was in the wrong place at the right time, I guess.
I mean, in the movie,
he found a victim.
Just tying in more quotes because he says a lot of things, and he goes, "You were not content with the story, so I was obliged to come." So, like, her disbelief with everything is the reason why he actually physically manifested himself. Into the story in the first place.
She's pretty.
She's pretty.
You don't believe? Well, I'm going to make you a believer now. I'll tell you what.
That's another thing too. Like if he draws his power from not believing, from people believing, if she doesn't believe,
he has to because it's kind of like
he not have effect on her.
No, I mean that's just like how.
I don't think it has anything to do with having effect on her or not. If she doesn't believe, he's going to show himself, and he's like, "Well, you're going to believe now, bitch."
It's the fact of urban legends. If you don't talk about it, it goes away.
It's
so if she writes, so theoretically, if she was to write this paper disproving all of the Candyman's findings and it becomes mass circulated,
It becomes obsolete.
there's a lot of people that will read the articles or read, breakdowns of the articles that will be like, oh, it's not real.
Yeah, if no
And
one
therefore
believes in
it goes
no
away.
No
And
one's
then
going to go to the
he's-
mirror.
He's gone. And
Yeah.
no one's going to go to the mirror and
And
say
do the urban
Candyman
legend.
Say
5
Bloody
times.
Mary. I mean Candyman.
Candyman. But I mean, overall, what do you got? Like, what would be your scores?
Another note for the.
Oh,
before
yeah,
we
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. The comparison of this Candyman influence from like Freddy with the fear thing,
Mm-hmm.
because the second you stop fearing Freddy or remember who Freddy is, you stop dreaming about him. I like this film a lot.
Yeah.
I like it too.
I
mean-
mean, but there's some scenes that it's just like, all right, there's a scene with the classmate and the husband or whatever, where she's crying in the living room,
Oh yeah.
and it's like it looks like she's laughing.
Mm-hmm.
The scene where he gets pulled out of the window, you can see the rope.
Literally.
I mean, it's the 90s. What do
Yeah.
you expect?
92.
The budget was what?
He only has what?
$6
$6
million.
million,
Jesus.
yeah.
No. Kill count. His kill count's what? 3, technically.
4?
Well, I mean,
Not that
if
much.
you're counting it in Dylan's eyes, it would
Yes.
be
As
Ruthie
it was-
Jean. It would be Bernadette. It would be the little boy.
Little Boy was an urban legend. We don't know if that was true.
You kind of
we'll count it.
dead.
All right.
It was in the papers. Wasn't it?
We don't know if Candyman killed that kid though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
but
okay,
are
we'll
the
take.
albino alligators, and we're supposed to believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. So
That's real. That's
The
real.
kills that were seen by Candyman that
yeah,
was on
he
screen.
has like 4. I think he has 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
I don't think his kill count's that much. in the
Okay,
first
maybe
movie.
it is his 3. Then.
If
No,
he- if he-
there was the doctor. There was Bernadette. There was
What doctor? Oh yeah,
In
the
the-
asshole scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question:
Yes.
if he was not the one committing the murders and it was actually her, does this movie lose its slasher status?
I don't
No.
think so.
She still kills multiple people.
And she becomes one in the end.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the visual of Candyman still committing the murders, whether it was him or not.
So does that make Candyman a slasher himself if he doesn't even use
Or
his
a
weapon?
I
metaphor.
don't know.
Like if
To
he,
be determined.
if he
To be.
because I feel like at that point he's not a slasher character if he doesn't do slashing.
Well, I'm sure he has some slashing.
Well
he's
then,
done.
fuck it. We just delete this episode.
All right,
It's
we're all
done.
going home.
Dylan broke
All right,
it.
urban
I'm
legend.
not convinced.
Dylan broke the internet.
Well, that's the thing. You don't have to be convinced. It's just a cool train of thought, and we can definitely look into more editorials of people who've done more digging into this type of theory, and
'Cause
maybe
you know
Oh,
there's
you,
those
oh, you
people.
know me.
We're not that podcast.
yeah, we're not that kind of podcast, but I'm sure there are many articles of people who go into very depth, pulling the different social commentaries and all this other deeper meanings and
Yeah.
stuff like that out there. And I did not read any of them,
Right.
so I apologize to you listeners for not being as informed as we should be. But
That's the fun of this
that's
conversation.
the
that's
fun
the
of this
fun of this
conversation. But
And
what are you
that's
guys
a film theory.
so we can continue on and get to another cool movie. What are you guys' scores for this?
I give this movie a 7.5.
7.5.
Oh yeah, this is where Dylan's gonna do his reveal.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it. I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
I like it. Great story concept. Some of the parts of the movie, like you were saying, Pat, kind of ruined the movie for me a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's enjoyable watch, and I'm really looking forward to what Jordan Peele and Nia DaCosta
Me
do
too.
with the reboot.
George.
I give it a solid 8. Toilets filled with bees out of 10.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
There
we
was
didn't
many-
discuss that. Well,
there was many options there, and he went with that one.
that was a
That's
good
cool.
one. I like that one. I got to bring up something after we are done here.
Okay, and Dylan,
Dylan.
any
Wait.
seal of approval here?
Well, you know, guys,
Uh-oh.
I had a revelation today.
He found Jesus.
and it happened. And it happened because of the next movie.
Did it now?
Jesus.
I enjoyed it, but I couldn't give it a seal of approval.
So you're like, fuck, what do I
Wait,
do?
what?
So I enjoyed it, but I couldn't give it a seal of approval
How?
because I couldn't be like, well, I liked it, but don't watch it. You know?
You're talking about Candyman, right?
No, I'm talking about Urban Legend.
Oh.
So I said, you know what? I'm gonna do a 1 through 10 ranking, and I think that's what I'm gonna do from now on.
Okay.
Make it.
You
a-
can still do your seal of approval to must
Yeah,
watch.
you can still
if
give it a
want.
seal of
I
approval.
mean,
still do that
yeah,
stamp.
I'll do it for the stamps, you know. But other than that, I think I'm gonna convert to y'all's
Archaic
metric
metric.
system of 1 through 10s.
Okay.
Because honestly, through 1 through 10, I thought about it. I said I think I'll give points 1 through 6 for entertaining.
Okay.
Okay.
Because if it was entertaining, it at least gets a 6.
Okay.
All right.
See that? Yeah.
I mean, that's how we do it.
I'm gonna give Candyman a 7.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Very nice score.
I'm gonna
Very
say
nice
a
score.
7 because I did really like the Philip Glass soundtrack,
Amazing.
and I did like. I thought that he was a really interesting character, acted very well.
He killed it. Eddie Murphy was supposed to play him.
That would have destroyed this movie.
No. Oh, no.
Not Eddie Murphy. Not Eddie Murphy in the 90s. He was too comedic.
This movie was already received really bad
the
when it first
Candyman.
came out.
Yeah, he would have done something.
Come on, Shrek! I'm the Candyman.
This movie was not received well. I feel Eddie Murphy would have
A little bit of fun, more trivia. The bee scene, the makeout scene,
The bees.
the bees were real.
Oh,
Yes.
the bees were specially bred for
They
this
were
movie.
bred for this movie.
Yeah, they were
And-
only born like 12 hours beforehand.
Yep, they were specifically
Baby
used
bees.
12 hours after
And
because
Wait,
their
they had bees in
stingers
his
weren't
mouth.
fully
They literally
developed.
had bees in his mouth.
Yes,
Yeah.
so he had a guard in his mouth to stop it from going from literally in his throat or anything like that. But yes, there's real bees, and every time he got stung, he got a bonus. He got stung like 20.
He got 23 times. He got
Yeah.
stung.
Same thing with her. She
And
But
all
she's
3
allergic
movies.
to bees.
she's allergic to bees, and it was kind of like they had like ambulance and shit like that.
Yeah, they
on
did
the- on
research,
set.
and apparently the bees were just old enough to where they had stingers, but they weren't supposed to be strong enough to actually pierce.
Yeah.
So you mean to
So-
tell me they went? You're allergic to bees.
No, you're not.
Let's hope that doesn't happen. And action.
Action.
And she was supposed to play the
Better
best,
do this on for one take.
She was supposed to play the best friend role. She wasn't supposed to be the lead. Yeah, there's a lot of little fun trivia in this
fun
movie.
trivia. Yeah. Movies really, it's
Same thing with the opening scene with the bird's eye view.
Yeah.
That was the first time it was ever done
In a movie history ever.
as clean.
They use
Oh,
that,
okay.
They
'Cause
use,
they
that,
use-
they use that shot twice.
Yeah, they used a thing called Skycam, which is now we use as a drone.
Yeah. It's drone.
Yeah,
No, I love that opening scene. I love that.
Yeah.
The city and things like that.
it's a fascinating film.
Good movie.
I can't
Watch
wait for the
it.
remake.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what Jordan Peele and Nina DaCosta do with that.
Me too.
Going onward, continuing the theme of legends and urbans, comes the 1998 release Urban Legend.
Wow.
Whoa.
I fucking love this movie.
Oh,
Do you?
I was wondering.
I like this movie.
I was
So this is the first time
wondering.
I've ever seen it.
I've seen it before,
Right.
but again, just like Candyman, it's been a very long time, so it was like watching it for the first time again.
I think this is the first
And
time I saw it.
there was a lot of like
I've seen parts of it.
cringy-worthy parts
Yeah,
in this movie.
I saw the pool scene before.
Yeah, I mean, it's the 90s. You're going to expect a lot of cringe scenes, but I will give it A+ for originality,
Okay.
and I just thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was entertaining and fun.
You've never seen a killer that killed people based off these urban legends that we all talk about.
Yeah.
Like, that's just so cool.
So which one was you like?
My favorite out of
Yeah.
all the kill scenes?
Yeah.
Um,
And do you like the Kenny costume? South Park.
I
costume.
definitely like the car scene where Natalia
the
or Natalie,
the opening scene?
Natalie,
what, the boyfriend hanging?
he's not the boyfriend.
Oh,
He's just
that
the
one.
guy- he was a guy like
the urban
he was a
legend
college
is-
boy that was like, listen, I don't want anyone to know this, but I'm a real good listener.
Yeah.
To drive her into the
how did that-
woods. to be
I'm
like,
hurting too, so we should fuck.
How did that work? He's
No.
like, I don't want anyone else to know.
I
but
have-
I'm a good listener. How
that-
about we grab a Pepsi and go to the woods so I can listen?
No.
What?
This is where I got mad. I was like, he was like, Damon, that's the character's name, goes, I'm a man, and I have the things you need to make you feel good. And I was like, get your heteronormative bullshit out of here.
You want to hear something funny?
I was
He's
like,
in a frat
why?
in
Because
the
a gr-
90s. What did you
Frat
think was going to happen?
I was like, what? A woman can't have the same thing that like, make people feel
I
okay?
hate-
Not in 1998.
Apparently
hate
not.
George. I hate George so
I
fucking
mean,
much.
think about. Yeah, he's.
Oh no, I know it's the time,
Yeah.
but I was just like,
Well, not
this
even the time. But
fucking
just like,
dweeb.
that's just the
So you,
dude.
you guys want to hear
That
something?
same dude exists in this time.
Oh
They're
yeah, he
called frat
definitely
dudes.
does. He's the dude that says he tries to hit you up on Instagram, but he's saying like, hey, and
If you like enough
and then-
of their
and
pictures,
then-
they will respond.
and then they don't respond, and he goes, "You're fucking ugly, bitch." And you're like, didn't you just call me beautiful like 20 minutes ago? Because he literally does that in the movie. He goes,
Whatever.
why do you got to be such a bitch? And she's like, because I am. And I was like, boom, motherfucker, fuck you.
You must be a lesbian.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to have sex with
must
me?
be a
Like,
lesbian.
here, I'm over here listening to you, and I'm a man. I can take care
My
of your
mom says I should have
problems.
whatever I want.
You mean I listened to you for a minute and a half, and now you don't want to fuck?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. That was my only problem. But I was like, it's the fucking 90s. What do you expect?
You want to hear something funny?
Yes.
So as I was watching this movie, My roommate Damon woke up. They say his name a lot in this movie.
They do.
He's like, I didn't murder anyone. Like my roommate said that. I'm like, you sure, bro?
I thought the beginning was shot super fucking well.
Yeah.
I love the intro.
The whole opening sequence, I fucking love.
Yeah, like she almost
What's that
fucking
song?
she almost wrecks her car off the road.
To try to get to play
Bonnie Tyler tape. she risked her life and the safety of others to snag her Bonnie Tyler tape so she could play Total Eclipse of the Heart.
And sing it completely off key.
And then
not even the right word.
And then ruined it. And I'm like, God, I hope she dies.
I feel like that's even more perfect because it's more realistic.
Yes.
That she's singing off key and doesn't know the words.
Plus the lyrics, turn around.
Yeah.
Like, turn around.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
How does she not see him while she's reaching for the tapes?
But of course, the Igor-looking motherfucker who pumps gas with a stutter was like, come inside. Like, dude, could you try not to scare her?
I love the whole lie though. Like before you figure out that he's like, oh, the credit card company. Why? They need to talk to you.
Because it's playing on that fear. She's a woman driving at night, having to go to a gas station where you have to get your gas pumped for you. It's raining. You're alone. Like these fucking factors are building up.
Why didn't he tell her on the way to the door?
Because the thing is, because the movie's building on this hype that you're a woman who's alone, and there's this creepy looking guy in a gas station at night that you're kind of uncomfortable with already. Like you're already uncomfortable. Now you're more uncomfortable, and then it plays out. And then, he comes out and he's like, hey, the credit card company's on the phone. They want to talk to you. And she comes. She's like, all right, I'll go
she
inside.
actually listens, but
and then he locks the door. I mean, come on, add up the creep factor.
Yeah, he literally should have put his hands up and said, with his stutter, however long it would take to go, just so you know, I'm not going to do anything, and there's a man in your back seat, so let's chill.
And call the cops.
But
and
he's like,
stay here.
He's like, actions first, not words. I'm gonna lock the door, then I'm gonna grab her.
Yeah, no, he definitely, he definitely in reality that probably wasn't the best option. But in the movie, it was building onto that suspense of it's her being alone. Yeah. It's the gas station creep's gonna kill me.
But the thing about that too is if you already know the urban legend, then you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
and it's like, just go. He's in the back of your trunk, and then
it's the
turn
truck.
Around.
It's the truck driver that follows you and puts his high beams on because he sees someone in your backyard. Jesus.
Just quick
5, 6, 7, 8.
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely.
Turn around.
I'm calling cut. Damn it.
Turn around.
All right, we just had to take a quick musical break.
I'm just saying though, that scene where she finally escapes, and then she gets back in her car to drive off, almost runs the fucking dude over, and now he decides that he wants to be able to speak again. And he goes, "There's someone in the backseat."
He mustered up a lot of fucking thing, and he's like, "Yeah, there's someone in your backseat."
You see it too. He takes that deep breath. And he's like, "There's someone in your backseat."
And she gets fucking wrecked.
She does.
The guy pulls a fucking axe and fucking decapitates her.
And I love how on the news it was also missing Michael McDonald. I'm like, you mean I keep forgetting Michael McDonald, like the singer? And they're like, no, the gas station attendant.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, I don't know, it played on a lot of cool things, a lot of cool legends that we all talk about today. Going out to the woods with the significant other and drinking and kissing, you're gonna die. Or the whole what was another one they did in the movie?
Bloody Mary.
The Bloody Mary, saying Bloody Mary
we all
5
did that
times.
I don't know about y'all, but
Patrick,
did we do that when we were kids?
The pop and soda.
Oh yeah, the soda, like Pop Rocks and soda.
Even that urban legend,
and that was a really effective scene later on in the movie when he kills that douchebag. And he just shoves fucking Pop Rocks down his throat and soda.
So I must say,
soda.
It was Drano.
It was Drano.
I must say, I love the cast.
Oh yeah, it's got a good cast.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto, everyone.
Looks the exact same then as he does now.
He looks like Zac Efron.
I actually liked what was her? God, not Brenda. I mean, fuck Jared Leto in this, but Robert Englund was in this movie.
Yeah, he plays a professor.
Robert Englund plays a professor, yet again, talking about urban legends.
Yeah.
When you go in his, when they discover
It
his
must be a
hidden
college
closet,
course.
when they discover his hidden closet in his office, when they sneak in, there is actually a Freddy doll.
Was
in the
there?
back.
Yep.
I did not catch that at all.
Yep, there is
Yeah,
a
he was
hidden
good.
Freddy doll in there.
I love this
good.
office. His
Robert
office was sick as
Englund.
shit.
Yeah.
This is-
I love all the red herrings in this movie.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, because like the twist got me.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this movie. In
I've
a
never
long
seen this
time,
movie.
and
Dude.
the twist got me. I went, oh word.
I thought it was going to be Jared Leto's character for a long time.
They were definitely building it up for it to be Jared Leto, or Paul. As
And they
he's
even
called
play
in
with
this
that in the
movie.
movie.
And-
At the party, yeah, they bring it up.
They bring it up at the party, and you're like, oh, that's kind of too giving away-ish, like for them to actually go through with this one. I actually thought it was going to be, because I haven't watched it in a long time. I thought it was going to be the campus cop,
Yeah.
or it was either
Reese
her,
Wilson.
Reese. I thought it was her, or I thought it was the janitor.
Oh, they did give
They
a lot of
did make
creepy
the
vibes to
janitor
the
look
whole
like
time.
he was
yeah,
the one.
well, I mean, like I think they made the janitor too creepy to
Yeah.
for someone to be like,
If you ever watch Scooby-Doo,
yeah, it's not him.
Well, like,
What-
even
they
the-
made him like cartoonishly creepy
Yeah.
to be like
Yeah.
the
this
real.
is obviously not the guy.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like because it wouldn't have been a surprise at all.
Yeah.
Did this come out after Scream and
Yes.
I Know
This
What
is
You Did Last
98.
Summer?
Yeah, 98. So it
So
came
this
out
is
the
like
same year
the
as like
third-
I still know what you did. It came
Yeah.
out the same year.
This is like the third Hollywood like slasher, teen slasher type of.
Oh, of course. College campuses. I will say that this movie had probably the more realistic college campus vibe than most college movies I watch.
Like Animal House.
Shut up. But no, like, you know, like
American
Oh,
Pie
the
band
like
camp.
in Candyman, there would never be a bell that would ring for lunch in your college room. Like, that's not a thing that you don't need to be told to go to lunch. You would just go to eat whenever you weren't scheduled to go to fucking class.
Yeah.
Like, your professor would go, that's lunch, everybody. Like, that doesn't
true.
happen. But like the auditorium setup that like Robert Englund was teaching in, like that's like a real, like that felt real. And I don't know, I really enjoyed the how they portrayed college life because it feels more realistic.
Why would you
than
fuck
other-
with Robert Englund as your professor?
Yeah, like I
This
didn't
is-
like fuck Damon. Like he was fucking around. Like fuck you. That's a good professor right there.
I love when Damon dies. The one dude's just like, "Psh, he's obviously snowboarding somewhere. I mean, guys, this is Damon we're talking about, the prankster king of campus.
Like,
Dude, even the dean will like,
Goddamn legend.
he was like, it's the weekend. It's like,
Oh, so what? Here we go. Thank you for bringing up the dean. What a
Fuck
dick,
the
by the
dean.
way.
Yeah.
So we're introduced to Tash in this movie.
That's his
The
name?
No. The Natalie, is her name Natalie? Yeah, Natalie's roommate, her dorm mate,
Oh.
Tash, the
Oh.
gothic
which,
chick.
which,
Goth chick, the goth
which
babe.
I will say right now.
It's
God.
it's the little girl from Halloween.
You know where I'm going. Listen now. We are at a real shortage in 2018 on campus goths. They don't make them like that anymore. Let me tell you
they
about.
don't make them like they used to.
Let me tell you, my dream girl is Tosh. Let me tell you something right now.
Bro, you know what's funny?
dude,
The
you-
whole time I was watching this movie, I was like, oh my God, Dylan is dreaming right now.
Half her room is just. It looks like her half of the room looks like a fucking bordello.
She painted it black.
Fucking all candles lit. She's on a fucking Vampire Freaks chat room popping lithium and blaring Stabbing Westward. And I'm just like, holy hell.
You know who that is? It's the little girl from Halloween 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
the
it
one that
really?
becomes Michael Myers or
Yeah,
whatever? Yeah.
Huh.
Yep, that's the goth girl.
Well, I just love how, like,
We're
she's like just on the IM going, hot goths on campus. I'm looking to hook up, and some dude's just like, oh hey babe, what's up? And she's like, what are you into? You could have just been like, drugs.
he was very specific.
Ramstein? It should have been like, ooh, my type.
No, he was like lithium. I'm into lithium.
I'm into lithium. Like,
Oh shit, me too. What's up? Let's link.
yeah. Let's do lithium.
we're
together. What is that like?
We're
Whoa, you
introduced-
ever put a new set of batteries in your Xbox controller? Lithium.
Wow, like the battery.
like the
Energizer.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I like how the first introduction we are attached is her having sex with the random gothic guy, and she's like, "Turn off the lights," and it's like They like try to make you like, oh, she's so bad. She's having sex. Gothic people are weird.
Well, the
They
goths
try
are
to,
having
like,
sex
they
again.
ostracize this Gothic girl so fucking bad in this movie. Like, she gets killed by the guy.
It's because she's tormented and no one understands.
Yeah,
I can get that.
No, definitely. Like, and then, like, she's dead. The killer makes it look like she committed suicide.
That was crazy, dude.
You know what's
that
funny,
was
though?
a crazy scene to endure.
Yeah.
Like her walking in and going to turn the light on.
And going,
she's just
"Oh,
like-
no."
And she's like,
She
oh,
knew
no,
better.
never mind. And like, it sounded like, I mean, like, that's sex for some people, you
They-
know? Like,
yeah.
it's just, and for her, it's like, she's that type to want the
pushover.
whole kit and caboodle when it comes to
the whole kid and
They-
caboodle.
the hors d'oeuvres that is.
We're adults
sexual
here. She
preferences.
likes to be choked and smacked.
Yes,
In the
she,
dark.
she is a walking typo negative album. Yes, but and so you hear her like getting like
Fucking Jesus.
you hear her getting beat the fuck up,
Jesus Christ,
and her
man.
roommate at this point is just like, yikes,
I'm
I'll
a
go put
normal
my-"
girl. I love Jesus. What is going on here?
Yeah, she puts on her Mandy Moore album and she starts fucking chilling.
They foreshadowed that kill very well. though.
But
Oh,
no,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
I liked it.
That kill was crazy, and then she wakes up because, next day, and in blood,
Dude,
it says, "Aren't you glad you didn't turn the lights on?" And I was about to be
Hard.
like, "Dude, what do they write this?" And like, what if we just put like, "Aren't you glad I didn't say banana?"
Yeah, I was like, when did a knock knock joke become a dangerous message? Like, aren't
because it was
aren't you-
written in blood.
Aren't you
Yeah.
glad you didn't turn the lights on?
At least it wasn't raining.
Wake me up before you go.
I also just feel like the overall handling of Tasha's death was like also very like,
Realistic?
no,
Oh.
not even really. Kind of like done wrong. Like, all right, here's a girl who's dead, who's looked like she's
Oh, did
committed
you hear that
suicide.
fucked up joke that was
And then
made?
the girl's like, huh,
She would look like that before.
oh yeah, she's like, check her pulse because she's looked
Always
like that
like
before
before.
because she's pale.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, this girl is dead. What the fuck? Why? Because she
That's
wears
exactly
black,
what I said. I was like,
and
that's
she
a
worships
fucked up joke.
Satan, and she's different from your basic ass self. Like, get out of here.
All those weirdos got bullied
And
by
then-
preppy girls before.
even
It's the
further,
90s.
even further, where I was like, this is like out of control, is that the cop and the dean are talking to Natalie in fucking the wide open air lobby about her roommate's death. Like that wouldn't take place in a fucking enclosed room,
Right.
Look,
where
the-
not everyone can watch her break
the-
down because her roommate's fucking dead and was killed
She
in the room
committed
while she was
suicide.
asleep.
Look, the goths get bullied, and now all of a sudden you get an Instagram and you hear one Stevie Nicks song, and
we
Sephora
go.
starts selling witchcraft palettes, and all of a sudden you're a dark and spooky Mr. Oh yeah, I'm just like you. No, you were an ass in high school. You were a bitch. You're still a bitch. That's
Damn,
my rant.
Dylan.
Dylan does not like
Dylan-
current witch culture.
Dylan's letting some demons
I don't
out
like
right
the
now.
appropriation of my witch culture. I don't appreciate it one bit.
Hey, and you
Well,
know
if
what?
it makes you feel better, when I met Patrick in the 6th grade, he was basically Tosh. Trip pants and everything.
Oh wow,
And that's what I like about him.
that's what I like about.
Because no offense, but humanly, yeah.
I miss middle school goth Pat. Those were good times.
real recognize real, motherfucker.
Oh, dude, wait. We had a dress code in middle school where you had to wear collared shirts. Let me tell you about how I found the hack
Oh god.
Oh, here we
to throw
go.
my T-shirt over a collared
Oh, you
shirt.
have your
Yes.
collar popped
So
on the top?
I had the T-shirt. It was tucked in collared shirts were the dress code.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a tucked in collared shirt on, but a fucking sick ass mud vein shirt over that bitch. And I was just like, motherfucker, dig! I was fucking yeah,
yeah,
middle
man.
school rules.
Yep.
2001. woo!
Doyle rules.
Doyle rules. Doyle rules.
Oh yeah, baby, I'm killing it.
Oh yeah, I
Uh,
had them Slipknot sweatbands.
Why are
Oh,
we
yeah.
okay? Back to the movie
Because
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
talking about my woman here. All right,
Okay.
how she was
But no-
tragically misunderstood.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, did you know she was a manic depressive?" And I'm just like,
Aren't
She
we all?
colored her her room.
"Why?
black.
Because she wore black and she listened to probably some black metal in her life. Automatically means that every gothic person is a manic
It's
depressive."
the-
to society,
Aren't
yes.
they all?
It's the equivalent thinking to using leeches for medicine nowadays.
yeah.
But
Because they're scared of us.
that was like my one bigger problem. Like one of my big problems is just like it really felt like they had this gothic character that was different from everyone else. Literally, she was the only one that was like her, like besides the guy having sex with her.
Yeah.
And then they like trash her death. It's like, she's a piece of shit.
Boo.
And everyone else is like, it's so sad. the one girl got decapitated. But you find out that girl's a big piece of shit because she was flashing her lights at this guy and then drove him off the fucking road.
Yeah.
Teenagers,
She's a piece of
man.
shit.
Teenagers.
Yeah. Piece of shit. She deserved to die.
I
She
wanted to
killed
hold
a
her
man.
hand, though.
She killed a man.
I wanted to hold her hand, though.
Who, the very first girl?
Yeah, the redhead, the final girl.
You know
No,
what her,
not Natalie,
you
her
know
friend.
What, you know what her first movie is?
Oh, no.
Whose?
The redheaded girl?
Whose?
She was how do you pronounce it? Because I don't want to get it wrong.
Wait. What year was this movie made?
98.
98. When did Bride of Chucky come out?
I have no idea.
Also 98.
You talking about her first movie?
Her first movie, Alia. She was in Dune.
Yeah, dude.
Ah,
Really?
She was a kid in Dune. She was Alia.
that movie sucked.
Yeah, Bride of Chucky was also 98.
But I mean, like, this movie's got a lot of fun in
Because doesn't
it.
what's her
It's-
face look like Tish to you?
Tosh.
I don't know.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, the White Dean, the old White Dean.
He got the best death, honestly.
But dude, yeah, it's like he's every typical old white man. Doesn't care. He doesn't care about the hooded urban legend killer until it's his ankle getting cut and it's his body getting ran over to the tire
Onto the-
spikes.
yeah, like-
I care now because it's affecting me.
Yeah. He's like, we will keep this private college to supreme standards.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit pissed
I
me
It's
like
not
off the
happening
whole
to
time.
me, so who cares?
And the thing is, that's real life. The colleges are like that. They will bury stories.
Disney
to-
World's like that.
Dude,
Disney World
is
is
the
definitely
worst.
like that.
You know how many kids died at Disney?
But
A lot, but you don't know
No,
about it.
we don't.
You
don't
hear about
know.
it. They cover that shit up.
But yeah,
I can't say anything.
Yeah, you can't.
Patrick knows.
And I love the
No one dies in Disney.
And I love how they have the party on the 25th anniversary
of a massacre.
And I love how the dude goes up to Tara Reid and it's just like, they're listening to a song that has a girl screaming. And he does what I would do when you first approach a woman. You go up there and you start telling her facts about things she doesn't want to know about.
Yep.
You know, that's a real scream.
You know, that's a real person screaming, right?
Yeah,
That's a
they-
911 call. That person's voice is actually getting fucked up and murdered.
That's what makes
Hi,
it so
I'm
real.
Dylan.
Now that I've done the pleasantries, my name is Dylan.
Yes,
she throws
my
her
name's
drink in his
Dylan, and I
face.
know the whole ending monologue to Blade Runner. Like, how cool am I?
Do you really?
Yes,
Of course he does.
Can you please?
No. Another time.
I have seen the ships. I'm not going to.
Please,
no.
I want to cry.
The party scene, like
Right?
so many similarities from Candyman and Urban Legend. You know, we have Professor talking about urban legends in the classroom. There's urban legends throughout this whole entire movie. There's that dead dog in Candyman. There's that dead dog in fucking Urban Legend.
And I love how
You're welcome.
I would say out of all three movies, maybe this is the most 90s
Yeah.
because
for sure.
they. What's the guy who did it? Something Blanks. Who's the director?
Of this movie.
It's
Yeah.
the guy that
This movie
he directed.
is Jamie Blanks.
Jamie Blanks.
he
They're
directed Valentine.
Oh, yeah. Because they're probably just like, Mr. Blanks, how are people in the future going to know this movie was made in the 90s? And he goes, I know. We'll have a party, and they're going to play Zoot Suit Riot. They'll have to know when this movie came out. Jesus.
Yeah.
I go sit down and go, are they fucking listening to Zoot Suit Riot? Next thing you know, it's like Mambo number 5.
They also they're talking
The
about
electric
piercing the
slide.
dog. They got the dog drunk. This poor dog deserved none of these things.
Dude, that dog was taking a fucking beer bong like a fucking G.
Spuds McKenzie.
That's animal abuse, George, and that's not okay.
Okay, well, it was fake, obviously. but,
Yeah, we
like,
got to cover all grounds now.
The thought of it's cool.
No,
but I
it's
would
not,
never-
George. The thought of it is not cool.
The thought of what cool? A dog
George,
doing
apologize.
a
Pouring
handstand?
fucking beer down a dog's throat.
George,
I would,
please,
I would,
please,
if
George,
it was legal, I would
George!
love to party with a dog.
George, please apologize before we have
Yeah,
to make
but
a
you
whole
part-
video about it.
Yeah, but you could party with a dog.
I do.
And not
I party
shove
with a dog in my
alcoholic
hand.
and not shove alcoholic drinks.
They don't get it. We're gonna get fucking
No.
comments and fucking everything.
I'm glad Pat moved away from the mic instead of screaming
Yeah.
right into it.
I learned my
Um,
lesson.
But-
I mean, this movie's a lot of fun. There's not much like it's not as
Mike
deep
hits
as
me.
like Candyman really is.
It really
And,
isn't.
Like it's your basic slasher.
Well, the ending is
people
kind-
are getting killed, and the
Yeah.
ending's a big twist.
I like the ending though, how all the bodies of the victims are all in one room.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, that
That
was
was
how?
crazy. Did y'all?
That's some straight Halloween shit.
I wasn't paying attention. Did we reveal who the killer was?
Not yet.
Okay, well we should probably do that.
All right, who's the killer, Dylan?
Her friend.
Her friend
Wow.
Brenda. And
Which?
why Dylan or George or Patrick?
Because she's crazy and her boyfriend was the guy that she killed.
kind of somewhat sort of like I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Did they pull an American Psycho 2 on us?
Yes, it's in my notes. It's in my notes. It's in my notes.
Did they American Psycho 2?
I did not want to say it. I did not want to say it because we don't bring up American Psycho
That's
2.
insane. Hold on, I have not.
But yes,
shit
they
you
did.
I
at this.
am a
Look at this.
wizard.
What does that say? What does that say at the very bottom? Read it out loud.
I don't want to.
Read it out loud, Patrick.
Read it. What does it say? The very
Same
bottom.
ending as American Psycho 2.
It's the same ending. It's really the same one. I mean, obviously they borrowed from that movie, but I mean, it's literally
In a river and everything.
It's a I Know What You Did Last Summer twist as to the motive,
Yeah.
but
I'm gonna wave to this lady.
with the very last ending being an American Psycho 2.
Yeah. He's just this.
Her body's lost in a river, and guess
Yeah.
who ends the movie?
She does.
Brenda.
Brenda.
And
Brenda.
in a college.
Telling the story that what she did.
Telling her story.
Story.
And I was just like, no, the memories, Mila Kunis,
No!
William Shatner.
I mean,
no!
there are 2 more movies to Urban Legend.
Yeah, there's a final cut too.
Yeah.
So, fun fact about Brenda in that last scene: she's wearing a blue ribbon around her neck, which is a minor reference to another urban legend about a girl whose head falls off when she removes the ribbon around her neck.
I've heard of that one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, me too.
So
That's what I like. I
that's
mean,
a
like the movie is
small
not
little
great.
ding that they threw in there.
No.
It's not great.
No.
It's
But
entertaining
it's
as hell.
fun.
Though.
It's entertaining, and if you like urban legends, if you're into that kind of stuff, this is a movie that kills people based off those legends.
I
And
think
there's
that-
so many
And it's gory as hell.
and it's gory
Really
as
is.
hell.
The premise was really cool. The way they did it was pretty
They
cool.
could redo Urban Legend now
Oh yeah.
but they could change the killer and they could, Here's another money-making idea
Oh
right
shit! Here it comes. Don't steal it.
Yeah,
You
don't
heard it
steal his
here
intellectual
first,
properties.
Edit.
Because an urban legend, probably the most popular of all urban legends, spawned up after the movie was made with the rise of the internet.
Creepypastas.
So you could do a serial killer who is based off Slender Man, and the Slender Man killer is doing all sorts of urban legend killings.
Oh.
So it could be urban
like
legend for 2018, where it can include internet urban legends and like deep web urban legends,
dark
and
web
the
stuff.
dark web stuff, and the
Ooh.
killer he can call himself Slender Man, and have a fucked up attire outfit thing, and then people are gonna get killed based off urban legends.
You know who we need to talk
Or
to?
Smiley. Because
We
that's
need to-
already got made.
We need to talk to our friend, the director of Trench 11, because we are friends with that guy.
He's the only dude
Who-
one that we can actually claim that we're kind of friends with, and two
I
that
don't-
we got all these ideas, man. Just
Bro, just make them.
just make them.
Just make these movies. We got you.
We'll
Pat-
come up with the ideas. You make them.
the only
You write them too.
the only precursor is that you
You
have
do
to
all the
you
work.
have to cast Willem Dafoe, so he has to meet Pat.
Yes. Is there anything else you guys want to add?
I'm going to
or-
meet the Green Goblin.
Yes. Is there anything you want to add about urban legends?
No, man,
It's a fun little
It's not.
slasher.
It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
it's
fun
fun.
slasher.
It was cool that like she popped up out of the back, and then like, I mean, I knew she wasn't dead because like you could survive being thrown through the windshield, but like
Yeah.
landing in water is a much better bet than landing on the concrete.
Dude,
Yeah.
she fell from like the 3rd story of a fucking like dormitory and didn't die, but
yeah,
she could survive a fall in the river.
yeah, and then
Definitely.
yeah. I cannot believe you did the American Psycho thing. I was like,
I
man.
just blew your mind.
Oh, we
10 out of 10.
We were connected on that.
But the
Good God.
climatic scene in the dorm room at the end when like the twist is real and stuff, I thought that shot was really well. Although what the fuck was fucking Jared Leto's character just doing in the background the whole time, just letting all this
What?
shit
He was
happen?
writing a report on it.
Oh, he was
He was a journalist.
He was a
He was
journalist.
trying to,
and
like,
he was trying to
look for-
make his name on something.
Yeah,
no,
he was
no,
trying to
but
look
I'm
for a
saying
story.
at the end scene when like our main character is basically getting sliced open on the bed. He's just in
Well,
the
he-
background.
well, I
all
mean-
of a sudden pops up at the opportune time. Like, dude, come on. If
Well,
you
I
were
mean,
there
he
the
was
whole time-
he was probably
Because they were trying to play on the act that
Well,
he was
ma-
part of it. But,
well,
yeah.
also that maybe he was. I mean, I knew he was like just trying to get the gun from her, but I
Yeah.
feel like his character is a little more cunning than
Yeah.
most. So I feel like you were just assuming that like he was hiding behind a wall listening,
Yeah.
because that's something his character
As
believably
a
journalist
journalist
would,
would
yeah.
do.
Yeah, he's like getting information out of her, and then he's gonna make, because that's smart, just to not barge in. He's like, maybe I can find my way into trusting her. Oh, she does think I'm beautiful. It's Jared Leto who doesn't, and
True.
I'm going to use that against her to try and outsmart her. So that's the journalist in him talking.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah. So
He was in the room the whole time, just behind the wall.
well, yeah.
Plus, she's about to get sliced open. Fuck that.
Well, I mean,
if
he
Reese didn't come and save the fucking day, she would have been dead.
he saved her
Because he
I
wanted a
love
fucking
Reese.
story.
He helped.
But what do you guys give it? What kind of score are you giving this? Pat?
I'm giving it a 10. No, I'm just kidding.
10.
Nah, this gets a 6 for me.
6.
Yeah.
Dylan?
What did I give Candyman? A 7?
Yeah. Yeah, now it's hard.
I would honestly probably give it a 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
It was entertaining as hell.
Yeah, it's a mindless watch. It's
I-
not like
oh,
don't go
definitely.
into it trying to find deeper meanings
I
of anything.
thought the score was really
Like
good.
we did with Candyman.
Yeah.
I think with this movie they finally found like the right way to do a score for a movie like that, and they actually got like a proper orchestra and set for that.
Mm-hmm.
So the music was really good. Camera work was really well done. Lot of
It's a solid movie.
lot of memorable characters.
Yeah.
I thought every death
Jared
was cool.
Leto.
I thought every death was cool.
Yeah. Every death was
Yeah.
like iconic. Like nothing was
Unique.
like redone. It was
Yeah.
unique.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
meaning. Yeah. It was
Cool.
really
I even
cool
like
twist.
I like the fact that it even like the slasher didn't have like an iconic like weapon.
yeah. It had
I mean,
multiple
it had
weapons.
Even
axe.
she said like fuck it, I'll use a gun and I'll be an urban legend. Like,
yeah.
Well, and he had the axe, the double-sided like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Axe
that
thing.
was used twice.
That was yeah,
I'll
that's true.
I'll give it a 7 as well on all the things you guys are saying. Fun movie. And George, what are you waiting your score?
I like this.
I'm going to go with the 7 urban legends out of 10.
Okay.
Keep it simple. Keep it clean.
I like
Yeah,
it.
Keep it
simple
on
and
the
clean.
theme.
Hey, baby,
Uh,
white shoes, white pants. Keep it clean.
Keep it
you know
clean.
what I'm saying?
Hey.
If you guys have any thoughts about either movies, Candyman or Urban Legends, that you want to share with us, or maybe you have different meanings of certain things that we talked about, whatever, hit us up. Let us know in the comments below.
Or a scene that you like that we didn't talk about.
Candyman has somehow had a much larger impact and a lasting impression than Urban Legends did.
Yeah.
Because people will still talk about Candyman, and
They will.
I just think it's because when it came out.
Yeah.
Because I mean, trends and things a lot of things can happen in a 6-year difference like
Mhm.
that. So I think it had a little bit of an up on Urban Legends, and I think Urban Legends has kind of got lost in the teen college.
Oh, yeah. Because, I mean, like, when
Yeah.
it came out, you had Scream 2 coming
It was
out.
at the end
all
of the
that shit.
90s. We'd been
Yeah,
there, done
you-
that.
Yeah,
It definitely-
because Candyman has, and you know what, I was gonna say Candyman kind of has a Hellraiser vibe to it, but it is a
Clive
So you wanna-
It's,
Clive
written by,
Barker.
it's a book written by Clive Barker, so
Yeah.
you're definitely going to get
So
it's called The Forbidden. If you want
Yeah.
to read it, it's The Forbidden by Clive Barker.
I may like no, I don't want to say I like Candyman more than Hellraiser.
I like all of Clive Barker's work.
Yeah, he's a very interesting guy. Very
Shit's dark.
But definitely let
Yeah.
us know what you guys think. We love interacting with all you guys. Keep it up.
your thing makes sense now.
What thing?
Your theory about using the woman as a conduit type thing makes
Oh.
sense
Yeah, because of Hellraiser.
because of Hellraiser.
Ah,
Because
there it is.
Because Pinhead doesn't really do
Look,
anything.
Mike's
Nope.
right.
It's everyone
no,
else.
George is right.
George is
the one
right.
that
Oh,
came
yeah,
up
that's right.
So
Give the credit where
yeah.
it's needed.
That's true.
So it's
due.
all coming full
Due,
circle.
that's right.
I'm not saying I fully agree with it. I'm just
But
saying,
you're just saying
I'm
there's some
there's
There's logic.
logic to the thought.
The thought could be in my view now of a possibility. Yeah.
If you guys like that
It's
theory,
fun to
let us
think
know.
about.
Let's fucking
Yeah.
expand on that shit. Let's have a conversation
This is a really good
outside of
episode.
this podcast
We got pretty sweaty.
in the comment
this is a good
section
episode.
below.
Yeah, this is a good one.
December's coming up.
I'm gonna say that at the end of every episode now.
This has been a good
I'm gonna let
episode.
you know. Oh, this is a good episode. Or I was like, you know what? I don't really care for it.
we kind of fucked up, but it's fine. You'll like it anyway.
So
Let
December's
Mike close the show.
So December's coming up, guys. We're still doing our slashers. We're gonna do a lot of try to do some Christmas themed ones that are out there. They're out there.
Yeah.
Where I think next week's are my picks.
Die Hard.
No.
Hell yeah.
Die Hard and Gremlins.
Die Hard
no,
and Love
Jesus,
Actually.
Stop talking, all of you.
Love
Why not
Actually.
Gremlins?
Love Actually.
But other than that, guys,
Good
if you
movie.
have any movies that you want us to watch that are slashers that pertain to Christmas, send them our way because
And the 90s.
And in the
Gremlins.
90s, keep them in the 90s. But other than that, as always, guys, this has been another hairy, sweaty episode of the
Horror Junkies Podcast.
Horror
I'm
Junkies
Mike.
Podcast.
I'm Pat.
I'm Dylan.
I'm George.
And George ruined it. Have a good week and stay
Yeah.
weird.